Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Law-Splaining the Interwebs. I'm your host, Nick Rekieta of Rekieta Law, a small law firm in central Minnesota. What's going on, guys? We've got, sorry about the, had a tech issue with the Streamlabs, got an update. And so then my Stream Deck wasn't working and I had to get that fixed up. What's up? Oh, with us today, and special guest. I guess I could talk that like you're here.
I mean, yeah.
In studio with me, of course, is Drexel.
I am back. What is up, ladies, gentlemen? And am I missing somebody, Nick? I'm missing the trans community, furries. Do you know who had the best intro for like introducing everybody?
Who's that?
His name. He was an old MGTOW channel. Oh, I think I can say that word. MGTOW channel.
Can you not say MGTOW?
I think YouTube tries to censor that now. So
MGTOW.
He was called
If they cancel the show, I can go to sleep.
Right? Hard hitting. I think it's like hard hitting something J or something. And his intro was like, good evening, Red Pill, good evening, MGTOW, good evening, Incel, good evening to the assorted lunatic fringe out there in the Halloween madness. Like, he was just amped up. And if any of you guys remember that guy, he was great, man. I think he moved over to the BitChute, though, because of the censorship, of course.
He was a hard pipe-hitting motherfucker.
Speaking of which, Kill Bill 1 and 2 is on Prime.
Really?
Did you know that?
Nope.
It's on Prime.
1 and 2.
1 and 2. My mom is in town.
Is it on legit on Prime, or it's it's on Prime, but it's actually on HBO?
Oh yeah, yeah. Hold on, let me just make sure. This thing better not send me to some damn ad or something. Hold on. I think I was watching Terminator while I was in line at Cane's getting your chicken.
You don't get ads, you get AIDS. You get AIDS from all the twerking.
Yeah, we're gonna have to address that tonight. I don't know if you guys know, we have a legitimate
pandemic
beef.
With the particular.
Oh damn, Nick! It's Cinemax. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the funny. I did not actually sign up for Cinemax, so that can only mean one thing. My brother was watching something, and it was like, "Oh, you need this subscription," and clicked it because you know me. I'm not paying you guys extra. I pay for Prime. That's enough.
Yeah.
So I need to go into my account and find out what's what and start canceling shit.
Hey, what's up? We got the quartering. He says.
Hey, what's up, Jeremy?
Get the F off Patreon and on to Subscribestar, you bigot. No amount of diverse co-hosts can hide your racism. This is true. But counter bigot, I have been on Subscribestar for a long time. I actually prefer, though, people to follow me on Locals, because Locals has no censorship.
Well, now, I'm a big fan of Joker, A Better Bachelor, and he's talked about his Locals thing. But okay. So Locals is like you, the content creator, are in control, right?
Yep.
But what's to say that won't just change by the platform itself trying to censor somebody? So you're saying it's no censorship? I'm saying no censorship for now, like right now.
Well, everything is no censorship for now.
Okay, I got it.
But I've talked to the CEO of Locals. I've talked to their, the liaison staff or whatever, and all of them. I was like, okay. So what about jokes like...
Yeah, you got another one?
And they look at me and they're like, yeah, who cares?
So when we make fun of Leslie Jones...
They don't care.
When we show twerk videos...
They don't care. The only rules on Locals are no nudity. So, because they don't want to mess around with any of that stuff.
Yep.
And then the other rule is no actual death threats of violence.
Yeah. Because now you're breaking a law. Yep.
Nothing that could potentially be very illegal.
Now, I got to say this, though, Nick. Now, I would love Jeremy from the quartering, but we are obligated not to because he's from Wisconsin. We don't allow that. We don't allow Wisconsiners.
No. And see, here he goes. Ruben's platform is trash. It's the Black Rifle Coffee of Patreons. I disagree. I haven't seen them sending out woke signals. Haven't seen them do anything like that. And they're very good to me. And they're like, please upload your videos onto our platform, like all your live streams. I'm like, even the ones with like all the Jew jokes in them and stuff. They're like, yes, put it all up there.
I mean, why not? Here's the thing. Do you remember back in the day, Nick? People used to be able to take a joke, right?
Yeah.
You know, like, okay, like you look at a lot of comedy from back when you and I were growing up, right? Eddie Murphy, Raw, Delirious. You had the Redneck Comedy Tour, Original Kings of Comedy. A lot of guys made jokes knowing if something's funny, most likely it's offensive. That's why it's funny, because it's offering commentary and context, right?
Yeah.
And now I don't know what these comedians like. Here's what's crazy about comedy, Nick. Back in the day, we used to have our comedians derive comedy from the nuances and absurdity of life, right?
Yeah. Well, that was the whole thing.
Yeah.
You're walking around, you see something ridiculous,
Oh, shit.
you see someone ridiculous, you got to talk about
Yep.
it.
Or you wound up in like some weird situation, like when Richard Pryor set himself on fire.
Yeah.
Like, what's he doing?
One homeless guy, hey buddy, you got a light?
Yeah. So what changed though, Nick, and this is what's kind of sad. What changed is that rather than comedians telling us funny things about the world that we may or may not see, right? That we can all relate to. Here's what changed. The world itself became a divine fucking comedy.
Yeah.
Hey, Nick, you want to laugh? Go on TikTok. You want to laugh? Go on Facebook. You want to laugh? Twitter. Like the world became.
But not to the comedy section. To the lifestyle section.
Here's Nick. If you want delusion,
go to a public library.
You go to female dating strategies. If you ever are like, man, how bad is it out there, Nick? Go to FDS. Nick, you will see some things you didn't think you could see. They even call us scrotes, by the way.
Scrotes?
Yeah. Guys are called scrotes.
Sergeant Scrotes.
Sergeant Scrotes. It's beautiful.
One more from the quartering. He says, "You freaking love me, don't lie, dude. I think you're hilarious. I'm gonna get you on this show."
Who's that?
Jeremy.
The quartering. Yeah. That'd be great.
I'm gonna get your ass on this show.
Yeah, why not? I mean, he's from Wisconsin. I mean, why not?
That's why not.
Yeah, of course.
Well, we don't want him to come to Minnesota. I mean, that'd be a disaster.
Of course. You know what? Here's something I love about Jeremy. Jeremy is one of like the few YouTubers that has James Brown syndrome, right? Which is, they're like, he's the hardest working man in show business. Yeah. Jeremy and O'Shea Duke Jackson, shit you not, Nick, upload like 13 videos a day. I'm like, God damn. So Nick, I'm sitting there.
Man, the camera's stealing your soul.
Yeah,
you're in debt.
Dude, I kid you not. I'll be sitting there minding my own business, right? And I'll look.
Bling, quartering, posted a video.
I'm like, oh,
Bling,
shit.
Quartering, posted a video.
Jeremy posted something. I'll go like this. Oh, yeah. Oh, Amber Heard. He loves trolling Amber, right? So I'm looking at Amber Heard. Oh, Johnny Depp got a win. Solid. And then all of a sudden.
By the time you get through that video.
Through the video. And I'm like, wait, hold up. This one says this video was uploaded 12 minutes ago.
Yeah.
But the video was 14 minutes. How did Jeremy upload another video 11 minutes? I'm like, wait, but how did, what? Shit. Yeah, so shout out to Jeremy for being so hardworking, man. We appreciate it.
He's a Gatling gun of content.
Yeah. He's just cranking them out, man. And I love that because it's like, it's so crazy that like we have a platform where, and you know what? So do you actually, I will say this about Jeremy. The way that we talked about this, Nick, it's your thumbnail game.
Yeah.
Because what stands out, okay, Yellow Flash, Tug, Jeremy from the Quartering, and like there's a few others, like it's the thumbnail. You're like, oh wait, like, even people who like never even
Ricada Law. Why didn't you say Ricada Law?
Your thumbnails are horrible. I'm gonna upgrade your thumbnails.
I'm so bad at them.
I'm gonna upgrade your thumbnails. We're gonna so Nick, the first problem. You need to be in blackface for your thumbnail. I'm just gonna say it now because
I'm gonna do a new channel and it's just gonna be me in blackface and it's gonna be called Black Man's Opinions. That's it. I'll be sponsored by Grape Crush. Let me show you how to eat this watermelon.
Wait, did
Lord
you ever
have mercy.
Did you ever show your fans the PD green eating watermelon? Dude, because Nick, here's the thing. Why not? Because so Nick, you could even have like, okay, like let's say like you're
I'll tell you what, because no one would take the joke.
Yeah.
That's the reason you can't do it. No one would take the joke. It's like it's the joke.
I kind of wish I ate red meat, like bloody red meat, like white people do.
Yeah.
Because I would go in whiteface with you for your inaugural episode, and I like Dave Chappelle
eating a Chateaubriand, and I'm sitting there with a bucket of fried chicken, some watermelon, a bowl of chitlins.
Oh, wait, hold on. I need mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Just dip a steak in mayonnaise and start chewing on it. This is how white men eat.
This is how a white man eats steak in mayonnaise. Is that how white people say mayonnaise? They say mayonnaise? Like mayonnaise.
Look, we pronounce all of our syllables in white culture.
I hope so.
You remember that in Undercover Brother? Maybe on Planet Ebonics. But where I come from, we pronounce our E's and our R's.
Dude, but Nick, when I saw that movie in the theater with you, it's like this fleeting memory now because I know that, like, watch this. How long do you think comedy goes back to that? Give me a rough estimate in terms of years.
Until comedy gets back to
Undercover Brother level.
Never. I don't think you ever get back.
Because Nick, have you seen anything that makes you think like, oh yeah, this is going to be Tropic Thunder can't get made today. Undercover Brother can't get made today. Nick, I would argue Austin Powers couldn't be made today. It's a man, baby. Oh my God. Transphobia. Man, look. Tell these trannies, look, man, they can take hormones in a dick. They can take a joke too. Fuck it. Fuck that, man.
You can take a pounding in the sheets. You can take a pounding in the streets. The Quartering says, there is zero chance you'll catch me in Minnesota with your empty ass trophy cases. You kids come down to my hood. Please don't insult Minnesota sports teams.
Oh, man. We got the WNBA. Hey, we got the links.
The links.
The links, fam. We got the links.
Those boys are out there putting in work.
We got a team of she-males that can body anybody in Green Bay, Jeremy. Fucking bring it.
They're doing the NBA jam, elbow clear. Oh, my God. Don't tempt me, man. I'll drive to your damn house. I'll drive to your house right now.
But what
guys,
a crazy week, man.
It's been a wild week. We've got some, we've just got some general subjects to cover, but one thing we are going to do is twerk video review hour.
Yeah, you can just label it like, do you have like a soundboard over here?
No, I don't know.
Shit.
Shit. Soundboard.
Nick, you need
Listen to Gator over here.
You need the soundboard. You know why? You need to play some kind of fucked up clown ass music for the minstrel hour. Listen, I don't know if you guys know in the chat. Here's what we got. In Nevada, we had a bunch of, I don't need to say the ethnic group because we all know who it was.
Was it Asians?
It was certainly Indonesians twerking in a goddamn restaurant. They got booty sweat and hair hat gel and soul glow all over the fucking food.
Oh, it was Hondurans.
Of course.
Okay,
Who
good.
else? They're twerking in the restaurant, Nick, right?
Yeah.
The one, here's what's funny. There's a point, a chick slaps the girl's ass while twerking and looks like she's about to face plant in it, right? Nick, she stops and pulls back. Now, you could argue, does she have like a moment of decency? I believe it was the odor. It was the odor.
She hit the wall of smell.
Oh! Dude, these shit, hey, what did Tariq Nasheed say? Wash your ass!
So it should be like one of those, the iPhone where you like do the super slow-mo in the middle of the video you record, where she goes to slap it, it goes, and then the rippling of the skin.
It does like the little ripple effect.
That needs to happen.
Shout out to Mama Vic. I hope she's watching right now. She sent us the Prime video that we can't show. It's too spicy.
Maybe we should show. Maybe we should show it.
But okay. Does it violate the guideline? Because
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, hold on here. Okay, let me ask you this: what's the worst thing that could happen to you?
FBI, open up.
Other than FBI, open up. Because your channel can't get nuked for that. Would you get like a strike? Because I don't think it's.
I don't think
everyone has clothes on, right?
Yeah, I don't think I'd get a strike.
Okay, did you ever show Desmond his amazing videos?
Fucking no, Jesus.
Well, because that would be the barometer, right?
Yeah.
If you could show a underage drag queen, surely you can show the degeneracy that Mama Vic sent. So shout out to Mama Vic for sending me a video that I believe, Nick, along with these other twerk videos, right? And we can't forget about the German Shepherd who twerked at her graduation and made it rain. Oh, is this news to you? Oh, did you hear about?
What do you mean? What do you mean she made it rain?
As in, she took the money, the ones that were in her. So you know,
wait. So she throws
made it rain on herself. So she threw it up in the air
money.
and started twerking at her own fucking graduate. I can't make this shit up.
They should take away her diploma.
They should. Now, that's still not the worst.
No.
I know what you're thinking. Nick, how could it get worse? I want you to just read this, Nick.
Should I read this out loud?
Yeah.
New Patreon video. Slorification of America. Part 5. Women lap dancing at a funeral.
Lap dancing and twerking at a goddamn funeral. Nick.
It's what Petey would have wanted.
Look. You see this. Look. Dude, I'm not making this up. They are Oh, it says lag? F?
Oh, don't.
So Nick, we got lap dancing and twerking at funerals.
Yep.
We've got twerking in a restaurant, which happened twice. One was in Dallas, Nick. You remember that one, right?
When the dude came out and
he came out,
knock that off.
Yeah, we don't do that shit.
It's a family restaurant. What the hell's wrong with you?
Man, these German shepherds have no respect. No. Listen, and black men, stop putting on that. I know that cape is tipped. I know you look over your left and right shoulder and you think, but I've been conditioned to get this Captain Saberho for this guy, for the community. Don't do it. Don't do it, man. So we got, so we got that. And then we got what Mama Vic sent might be, if someone said in the top worst things you've ever seen, where does that rank?
It's high.
I'm saying top 5 because it encapsulates so much, right? Like, you know, when you see something, you go, oh shit, it's that bad? And then you're like, yeah, it's that bad, bro. Like, I don't know what you want me to tell you.
I showed Lady Raggeds and she's like, what is happening?
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll probably have to show.
Yeah, we might have to. When you guys see this, man, and shout out to Mama Vic once again for delivering me the lowest point of 2021 via Facebook. We definitely appreciate it. You guys need to see this bullshit.
I have some other stuff to show too.
Of course.
We've got all kinds of stuff to go through.
Okay, you better not do it.
What?
I thought you were about to do it.
Do what?
Your Cheech Marin monologue from Dusk Till Dawn.
No.
We got all kinds of shit to show you, Nick.
No, I'm not. I'm not doing that. I'm not some sort of degenerate. No. So you realize you were on the show the other day.
Yeah.
You remember this? We talked about something horrible. That would be the Chris Chan situation.
Yeah, I did hear. There's good news though. You know what? Let me just go ahead and give a round of applause. Do you know what that round of applause was for, Nick? For progressivism! Yes! Because do you know where he's being thrown into, Nick? A women's prison.
Oh, yeah.
Someone told me that in my Discord. I damn near bust a nut. That's how excited I was to hear this. Because Nick, this is what they wanted, right? The whole liberal politics, man.
Is that confirmed?
But Nick, that's already been happening in California.
I mean, is it confirmed that he's actually... Well, he's not in California. He's in Virginia. But, I mean, is it confirmed that he's actually in a women's prison? Oh, my God.
I hope so, man.
Okay, I won't be able to zoom this in too much. So we'll do it this way. So the good news about having you on the show when we did Chris Chan is that live stream's gotten a lot of views. It's over like 60,000.
Damn.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for Josh, Kiwi Farms, for being on there, too. Shout out to you.
Yeah, but see, the people who've been following Chris Chan, I mean, they know who Josh is. Some of them are going to know who I am or whatever, but they didn't know who you were. And that makes me so happy that I got to get new comments from people.
Uh-oh.
So here's what I've got for you. I don't know. I can't really make this any bigger for a whole bunch of stupid reasons that have to do with Chrome. But I'll read them.
Dude, this porn light makes everything.
Yeah, just let me. We'll read it, okay? You just sit in your nice little chair. Liala Wild says at Drex. So this is right to you.
Uh-oh.
Man, there were some racist comments on the live stream. I thought I saw you catch a couple and do a wow face, but may have imagined it. Pretty eye-opening as to the audience. Okay?
What? And this was during the Chris Chan stuff?
During the Chris Chan. Now, here's the follow-up comment from her. You lost me with the attitude towards women, though. That shit is what keeps us single and raising our kids alone.
Oh, she's a single mom.
So I'm immediately smiling as I'm reading these comments. So this person says, "Welcome to the actual internet," and then she responds, "Meaning?" And I said, "If you think Drex is going to be on board with this, I encourage you to watch any other episode with Drex." Because you know what I want to do. I want her to go explore the depths of Drexology.
Yeah.
That's the cure for this.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, because before I let my girl take my phone, that we still got to find her phone somewhere in here.
Yeah.
Nick, before I gave her my phone to listen to the last 45 minutes on our way here tonight, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I was listening to? Something you would truly appreciate, and I'm sure a lot of you in the audience would truly appreciate. One of the biggest YouTubers who has blown up in the past year, his name is one Kevin Samuels, right? He's like the dating, image consultant guy. He's a meme by this point, right?
Yeah.
Like you're average at best. He lifted a phrase from Game of Thrones, right? And he's telling all these 304s, "Hey, ladies, knock knock, winter is coming." Because Nick, with the rent moratorium up, with the student loan debt's not getting paid, with a lot of women in them racked up some consumer debt during the lockdowns and putting shit on layaways. Nick, it's over. I know you're not in that space, but I'm telling you, Nick, take my word for it. There are a lot of videos out there, Nick. These hoes are out here chameleon their way back into a man's pockets. "Men, we miss you. We want to help build. We love you. We appreciate you." Nick, bitch, where was this pre-pandemic?
Yep.
Now, Nick, you're a married man. You're out in the country, but I promise you, come to the cities.
Nah, I'm good.
Come to the cities, Nick, and walk around.
I don't want to smell the desperation.
These hoes are desperate. Nick, they got videos, multiple women, right? All ethnic groups. You know what they're complaining about? Men no longer approaching. Not talking to them, not saying anything to them, nothing. Like, Nick, multiple. I don't just mean like, oh, I was fishing for these videos. I'm talking like literally just, they're just there. Like,
yeah,
other YouTubers, like, bigger guys, like sitting there react to like, "Yo, man, you see this shit?" Like, "Oh my God, I was out." And there was one, I don't know if you guys know this in the chat. If you guys do push one, there was one, Nick, we might have to find that video. She has an all-out meltdown inside of she's in the back, I think she's in the front or back seat of a car, right? She said there was a car full of guys, right? Attractive young guys who got out of the car, Nick. And she has let's say the plastic LA look, right?
Sure, yeah.
The Botox, all that shit, collagen lips, whatever.
Right.
Nick, she goes off. Like, I'm talking like crazy, like, cluster B personality, right? And you know why that was?
Because they didn't talk to her?
Not only did they not talk to her, Nick, they didn't even acknowledge her existence. She said, these guys literally got out of the car and they're talking, bullshitting. She looked like making herself know, like, "Look at me."
Do the walk by.
Right?
Yeah.
Nick,
okay.
She said they literally didn't even acknowledge her existence. Because normally, Nick, even if a chick is a clear cut 304, you'll still be like, like, you'll look like, even if it looks disgusting, you at least like look and acknowledge her existence, right?
Yeah.
They didn't even do that. Nick, I have to find the video, man. She has a meltdown.
Find it and send it to me.
I will. It's beautiful.
Okay, but so then she responds, "I think I'll skip it." So she wasn't going to go look to find the other videos.
That's too bad. Wait, but you know what though? Nick, what's her name? What's her name?
Liala.
Liala. You won't need to look at the videos because I'm going to give you a little snippet right here. Okay. Women are not the reason why society has collapsed. The reason why society has collapsed and is collapsing is due to weak, bitch-made beta males, right? Who enabled the bad women, and then the so-called good women don't hold the bad women accountable, right? That's how we got here, right, Nick? That's how we got to twerking on tables, right? The way that we get there, it is what it is, right? So, no, Lee, we're not going to promote single moms. We're not going to promote stepdads. We're not going to promote OnlyFans simps. We're not going to promote OnlyFans content creators. Hoes out here selling foot pics. We do not condone any of this fuck shit. So now here's the thing, Nick. Did you know that there's a change.org drive cancel Kevin Samuels, right?
Okay.
There's no push to cancel German Shepherds twerking in a damn restaurant with weaves on, right? Bonnet wearing.
Well, there is. There is. But those pushes get on the SPLC watch list.
You're done, right?
Yeah.
So,
can you imagine? Can't cancel twerking. They're like, whoop, whoop. Like someone slides down a fire pole. We found a white supremacist. We found a white.
Yep. Oh, I'll tell you something they don't cancel. So, Nick, you're fully aware of the show Love and Hip Hop, right? Fully aware of that show, right? You're aware of its existence.
I've heard of it, yeah.
And you know it's pure ratchetness, right?
I'm not aware, but I would guess.
You would guess, right?
I would gather a suspicion.
Do you know who's behind that show?
No.
Take a guess. Who do you think's behind it? It's on BET, right? Who do you think is the mystery person behind it?
So there's a mystery person behind it.
Yeah, who's the producer? Who came up with the whole idea of all this German Shepherd ratchetness? Who do you think came up with all that?
Well, I'm guessing it's a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Oprah?
No, it's not, unfortunately.
Is it Beyonce?
No, that would actually even be funnier. No, it's just some German Shepherd from Haiti.
Just a random one.
Yeah, Haitian German Shepherd who's
look,
weaving it up.
Haitians know the grift.
No, she's a pure grifter.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? I respect the hustle.
Yeah.
I respect the hustle because you know what? She went like this, Nick. Now, do you think if you know how grifters are, so Nick, do you believe she's married? Yes or no?
No.
She's married.
Okay.
She's the exact opposite of the fuck shit she puts on the screen for the world to consume.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So here she is like this. Let me just put it out there and make money off of it, right? Yeah. I monetize degeneracy. Now I'm going to sit there like this. This is black culture. This is black culture. But she always identifies herself as what? Haitian, right? Not black American culture, which is different from Haitian culture. So they're making an ass of themselves. You know, shout out to her. I forgot her name, but I'm gonna look it up.
I knew. I respect the grift game of Haitians ever since I worked at Wells Fargo, and I had a Haitian accountant come sit down and try to tell me why the bank owed him a bunch of money.
Of course,
it was absolutely not true, but he made a good effort, and I respect that. I got a couple. She has some more comments though.
Oh, what is that? What is that? I'm gonna look at this chick's name up because you guys gotta look her ass up because she's pure ratchet. So
she's responding. She says, "It's weird how far off you are with this. I agree. Racism is natural. I'm an anthropologist, and there's always a natural suspicion of the other and us/them boundaries drawn. I still think it's damned rude to put racist comments in a live stream. In these comments, there's been a lot of massive assumptions that are way off the mark. So I'm going to assume there's a reflexive defensiveness about anyone who mentions racism or is female and speaks from that place."
Wait, hold on. Wait, where's she?
I love how these people talk, by the way. Who speaks from that place? Stop.
Well, first, hold on. What racism is she referring to during? Okay, so we're talking about Chris Chan.
Talking about the chats, like the live chat.
I don't remember seeing anything that was red. Did you?
Hold on. Let me answer this two ways. Did I? No. Are there racist comments that come through on a live chat on the internet? Yes.
Yep.
All of them.
Oh, well.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, well.
Who cares?
You know what? Even the people who are putting racist comments, Nick, I love them too.
Because who cares? So she says, let's see. That level of rude, projecting, insult level response is surprising because maybe I was expecting a little more nuance than the same knee-jerk abuse and hyperbole you get from the trash and their like malesh. I don't know what malesh means. And then she says, I replied to this yesterday asking for a recommendation for a particular video because I'm open to hearing it. Would be interested, somehow deleted or maybe just buried in the decidedly non-nuanced pile on of comments calling me a Karen and implying I'm stupid whore for being a single mom.
I mean, she is though. So look, we need to start calling people what they are, right? So,
oh my God.
So Nick, you're in prison, and someone goes, "Hey, what are you in prison for, man?" "Murder." "Damn. I mean, what was it over?" And someone's like, "He looked at me wrong." You're like, so someone looked at you wrong, which is purely your perception, right? Yeah. So you whacked a dude, and you're mad that someone's calling you a murderer. Like, but that's what you are. You see what I'm saying? If you're a single mom and you're a Karen, Listen, your life is over. Kevin Samuels is, look, this Lee chick is going to be on Kevin Samuels asking how she can get a high value man. And if you guys have seen how he's savage on these bitches, Nick. Yeah. I know you've heard, right?
Yeah.
He's savage on them. Because, Nick, a lot of these women have lived in a delusional world where they were never held accountable. Nick, there was a woman on there with 4 kids by 3 men and was 270 pounds. And Kevin Samuels said she looked like a goddamn linebacker, right?
Have you seen the women's sprinter from Nigeria who has hyperandrogenism? And did you see the based Polish sprinter who's like, we need to investigate her to see if she's a real woman. He's not competing against her. But you know what he said? Drex. She beat the brakes off of his personal best from when he was 18. And he's like, she's going to keep getting better. And we can't keep pretending that this is fair to the women competitors.
It is fair. As you know, I am a strong advocate for the trans community as a trans person myself.
We don't even know if this person's allegedly a biological female with a hormone disorder that basically pumps her body full of testosterone.
Doesn't matter.
When you see her,
gender is a social construct.
I'm going to pull it up.
She's stunning and brave.
We're going to pull it up.
She's stunning and brave.
I just want to put this out, though. Leala, so this guy replies to her and says, complaining, backhanded comments, guilt trips, a sense of superiority. Sounds like a Karen. Mm-hmm. She says, okay, incel.
That's all they got. So
she keeps replying. I mean, she
loves the attention. She loves it. She's a woman. This is what they do. This is what they do. Especially single mom. Dude, Nick, you know what's funny? So have you ever actually really spent any kind of time around a single mom? And here's what ends up happening. So in one hand, the social media hand, they brag about how strong and courageous and amazing they are as a single mom, right?
Yeah.
But as soon as someone calls them out, you see how fragile they are. And then here comes the shaming language. Oh, let me see that creature. Oh, shit. Is that T'Challa?
Here we go. I'm going to pull it up.
Oh. Ugh.
So here's a Polish sprinter, former Polish sprinter, has criticized the performance of Namibia's Christine Mboma. But look at the body shape.
That
looks like a dude. So the 18-year-old Mboma who has hyperandrogenism, a condition that produces more testosterone than normal in your body, ran a semifinal time of 21.97 in the women's 200 meter. That is lightning.
Yeah, that's the robot. Where's the robot? Oof. Bruh.
But look at the body line. It's triangle. It's a male body line.
Look, gender is a social construct. Do you know what I see right there, Nick? What did you say? Hyperandrogyny, right? All I see is stunning and brave. That's all I see. Look, stunning
I would like to request a thorough test on Mbama to find out if she definitely is a woman.
I do not appreciate this gentleman's misogyny and transphobia. This is legitimate transphobia. He's scared. He's scared that this might actually have something. Look, it's an enlarged clit at best. Okay. That's all it is. Stunning and brave.
Let's see. We will continue to think that she is fair and equal, and it is a clear and insolent injustice against women who are definitely women.
This Mboma is definitely a woman. Listen, this is stunning and brave. I don't know what he's look. Okay, so Nick,
I'm gonna pull up a picture gallery of just her.
This is great. This is great. This is beautiful. These are the.
She only got a silver though. She didn't win.
She probably was slow out of the blocks.
Well, she's also young.
How old is she? Is she 18? Or probably 19? Olympics. Yeah, because she probably would have been 18 when the 2020, but then it got pushed.
At 18. She was born 2003, so yeah, she's 18.
Yeah. Because so Nick, had it been in 2020, she would not have competed.
Right.
But because it's 2021, she can compete.
Next next Olympics, she's gonna probably
because that's the jump, right? Like from a physical standpoint, the big jump that you see is going to be this next jump that she's going to make. Well, Nick, think about like NFL players, right? NBA players. Okay, LeBron James came straight out of high school into the pros, right? An 18-year-old LeBron James was an absolute mutant, right?
Right.
But when you saw LeBron 5 years later, right? At 23, in your mind, you're thinking like, well, 23 is still young, but 23 competing against grown men. All of a sudden, if you thought he was a freak before, he was superhuman at that point.
You know who looks little? I don't watch basketball.
Not Shaq.
Kevin Durant.
No, he is. He's skin and bone.
Very thin. Like
he's very lithe.
I was, the U.S. is the men's team is trying to win gold. Obviously, haven't not won gold in a while. Although this year I have faith that they may be able to lose.
They will lose. They're not going to win the gold.
But yeah, so they did lose one game. It was their first Olympic loss.
They lost the first two. They lost 2 in a row.
Well, then they came back. Now they're looking on track to.
It might have been like pools play, like just to proceeding, and then Usually you have the seeding and then the proper tournament.
But I saw him and I was like, that dude is skinny.
No, he's super skinny.
His legs looked unreal. So here she is.
Ooh, stunning and brave. Wait.
Oh,
I saw BBC. Oh, BBC News.
What do you think website we're on?
I thought, damn, that is strong one.
That's not even her. That's someone else.
Oh, that's Masseline?
Masseline.
So who is this? Is concerned about artificially changing her natural hormone balance.
Let's see.
Damn.
Come on.
Damn.
I don't even know what this is about.
I'm
sorry.
Okay,
I was like,
you see,
look at those arms. Damn.
I mean, you see BBC. I see something that looks like.
So there she is again.
That bitch look like Wesley Snipes in Drop Zone and Passenger 57. Shit. You know what's sad though, man?
All the dudes are in the chat like, I gotta fucking lift so I can get that physique.
For real. Well, you know. Here's the sad thing, man. This is the real sad part. So, black women in general have significantly higher testosterone than all other ethnic groups, which is why they usually grow facial hair, look and sound masculine. They got deep voices, broad shoulders. They're basically men. They're men with female sex organs, right? That's the basic gist of it. It's why they're the least desired and least married women on the entire fucking planet, right?
I'm hearing a lot of hate, but you can continue.
So that being said, right? I look at this situation here, Nick.
Those girls have big dick energy.
They really do, though. Like,
oh my
Nick,
God.
These are the kind of chicks that when they win, they legitimately go like this. Look, suck it and mean it. Like, because really suck it, dude. Nick, think about it. When it comes to all these, your endocrine system, all these things go out of whack. This happens, that happens. You ever notice, Nick? There's one particular group who, when they get imbalanced, you're like, is that a dude? Because, listen, now I did see some rough-looking Asian chicks in this Olympics, though. I gotta be honest with you. Especially there was a wrestler from the, I want to say Philippines. I thought it was a straight-up boy wrestling. I was like, ugh. The hair was short and ugh. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Because the Japanese chick won the gold.
A bunch of the Chinese athletes have been accused of being men.
Straight up. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Chinese dudes.
The Chinese, yeah. But Nick, here's what bothers me. Unless you see something like that's like over the top obvious, they tend to look like women. Like dude, I was watching 2 great sports, which of course involve swimming and beach volleyball, right?
Yeah.
And the women look like women. And they especially like women from the other countries, right?
Yeah.
It's Sweden. Oh my God, look, they look like fucking women.
Weird.
Canada even. The Canadian team looks great. I was like, damn, okay. And as you went down each team, right? Here's Argentina. Here's Brazil. So you're like this. But any team that has German Shepherds on the roster, Nick, you're looking, you're like, Hey Nick, hey, have you ever done this? I did this, no bullshit. I went like this. Someone said,
Yeah.
they said, Drex, women's volleyball's on, and Nick, I did this. No bullshit, Nick.
Oh, that's one of my favorite sports to watch.
I'm excited for women's volleyball because
I know all their names.
Sport. Well, and what ends up happening
that
is
one's the one who's good at serves.
So, yeah, the serve game is strong, right? And Nick, I'm watching and I'm spellbound. This is great. This is beautiful, beautiful sport, right?
It is good.
And then it happened.
Yeah.
They switched over. I don't know if they switched over to another beach, another court, but here come these damn German shepherds, right? And I'm like, Nick, have you when you're excited for something and then it's like, oh,
like, oh, we're gonna eat ice cream. Oh, it's raspberry.
Melted raspberry ice cream. You're like, well, it's still ice cream, but I mean, fuck. It's sherbet. It ain't even. It's fucking garbage, man.
I am Pinhead. I've seen Spoops. You
What
can't.
is Spoops?
You can't watch that channel.
Wait, what is that?
It's not a lot. He says it's a YouTube channel that has all the women's athletic coverage. But it doesn't just have women's athletic coverage. It also has like high school girl athletic coverage. You can't watch the channel. Don't have it in your watch history.
Yeah, we got to stay away from that. Although
we're here to serve a warrant. No.
Hey, look, man, you don't want Bane at the door. So, I mean, I don't know, man. I'm watching these. I'm taking part in some of these Olympics, and Nick, you really notice certain countries produce feminine women, and then you have everybody else. Dude, the masculinity in these shit. You know, they talk about that, man, I want to be objectified. Shut up. Look, put the bikini on. Shut up. Tired of these bitches.
What are you talking about?
Smash or pass?
Pass. What? That's like a young Joe Biden. You can't unsee it, can you? Look at that. That's Joe Biden 35 years ago. Back when he was like, put the blacks in prison. That's him with pink hair. He lost a bet.
That's Joe Biden when he signed the crime bill to keep black people incarcerated forever. That is, bruh. So here's what kills me. So Megan and the rest of the team spent more time.
Do a Joe Biden video, but I'm gonna put Megan
Rapinoe's
face on the thumbnail, and no one's gonna even know. I'll Photoshop her into the suit, right? Like I'll get the same pose. It'll be her neck coming out of Joe Biden's little Q-tip bodysuit.
Do you know who has one of the best sound clips of Joe Biden? My man, Coach Greg Adams. He has a sound clip. He goes like this. Are you a freshman at the university? The girl goes, no. You look like a freshman. Nick, if any of you guys in the chat know, if you guys watch Coach Greg Adams,
like 14 or something. It was
real creepy because that's why she's laughing as she's saying no. If any of you guys watch Coach Greg Adams, you guys know the sound clip he plays. He goes, where's Joe Biden? Nick. It's the level of cringe and creepy from this dude, man.
Look at this guy remembering when all of his friends went off to war while he was in college. Reminiscing.
Dude, Megan is just so disgusting. Megan is Finn Butcher. Dude. So here's the thing. I want to speak out to all.
I can't even take this picture.
It's awful.
I didn't know. I did not know that this was a picture that would come up. This is the first result. All I was going to do was just post a picture of Megan Rapinoe, literally anyone from Google. That's the first one on Google.
Do you know what's sad about Megan Rapinoe, in all honesty? Nick, she's not old.
No.
Like, she
just looks haggard as
I'm
hell.
Like, because you know when you see somebody and you see their hideous face, you're kind of like, damn, like, how's she still competing? I looked at her, Nick, she's like 30, like, what, 4 or 5? Shit, let me look her up.
Can't be any older.
Because remember, you wouldn't be competing if you're like 45. So
yeah, you're not.
Mona Scott Young is the name of that producer for Love and Hip Hop or
okay,
whatever. Let me look at this chick, Megan. Look, when you type in Megan Thee Stallion is the first name that pops up
on your phone.
Yeah, 36. Her partner Sue Bird. I mean, all these hoes want some dick. Even Megan. She's just mad.
Are you gonna be the one to give it to?
Fuck that. Oh!
Well, folks, tonight we've got a great show on the Johnny Carson show.
Oh man,
The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson.
They got Joe Biden transitioning, man. God damn. So Joe's gonna run up against Caitlyn Jenner. This is what it's gonna come to. Well, now here's what kills me though.
Look, it's the boy and Spy Kids. What is happening? What are these?
Bro,
pictures?
36 though. Nick, I mean, I know chicks who are. Dude, I know some chicks. Look, hold on. Why is that one doctored up? You see that one right there?
This one?
Yeah.
Because it's from The Guardian, so they airbrushed.
Oh, they airbrushed her. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
oh, you know, they hired Megan Rapinoe for Victoria's Secret ads now.
I
too.
did know that. And so what is it? They got fat chicks, trans chicks. That's so bad.
These pictures.
Oh man. She really does. Like she looks at least 50, like bare minimum.
She looks like a 50-year-old man. She's about to come read me a copy of Consumer Reports.
Yeah, that's rough.
What is this? Oh,
well,
God.
so Nick, here's my issue with girls like Megan Rapinoe, right? Is I want to speak to all the women who identify as lesbian. I already know there's no such thing as a lesbian, okay? You bitches just need some dick. You just couldn't get any, or a man broke your heart and you switched to going ahead and diving into snatch. But for those of you who claim to be lesbian, can you guys step your game up, please?
You need to get up to Showtime or Cinemax level lesbian.
Yeah. Like, do you remember?
No one like the lumberjack look. No one wants that.
No, listen,
even the women don't want that.
The women don't want it. Listen, if you claim to be a lesbian, right? And before you get sexy for your woman, right? And you're like, oh, Sue, Sue Bird. If you have to take off some goddamn flannel before you before you go ahead and get a double dong and a ride with Sue, I can't. Nick, I just can't. Like, look better, do better. Damn. She looks horrible. You know what Megan Rapinoe is? Mm-hmm. Megan Rapinoe is that chick that as a father, you're disappointed. Like, someone's like, so how many kids you got? And you always kind of like leave her off. You're like, man.
She comes to, Dad, I got the silver bronze medal.
The accomplishments don't matter. You like they're like hanging up or like they're hanging over in like some part of the house. And you just like looking disappointment. They're like, well, you mad because she got the bronze or because you're like, no. Look at her.
I can't wait. So the women's team have not secured a medal.
Yeah, she got the gold medal in ugly.
Because they lost and they went to they're playing
bracket.
For bronze.
Yep. I think they did they win the bronze or
did they play
lose
today?
Oh shit.
Let me check.
Oh, someone said the flannel stays on.
I think their game must be today. I think they're coming up to their game. Because it was they lost.
Oh yeah, time zone.
Yeah, so they're probably about to play. They may even be playing now. I think they're going to lose. I think they're going to fail to medal.
I hope. But no, Nick, I think they've already lost. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, guys.
There's there's no news on it yet. Last news is 2 days ago when they lost to Canada, which kicked them out of the finals. So now they have to play losers bracket for the bronze.
Yeah, all that social justicing, sniffing more than buying it. Yeah, dude, I didn't take the pills. I think I may have been exposed to. Yeah, I think
game starts in 3 hours.
Beautiful. Daytime in Japan. Damn. So Nick, I gotta get to Japan. It's been my.
I want you to stay in one of those Japanese hotels.
I know, man.
I want you to be all.
It's
get into one of those little pods.
They're very height phobic over there, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
They're just building to the normative average.
You know the scary thing is about being it's the Japanese planes though. Dude, the seats are tight. You're looking like, bruh.
Better fly first class.
You better.
Do you realize that you would be on average over a foot taller than everybody around?
Well over. The average American man's height is 5'9". The average, hold on, I'm gonna look it up. I'm guessing 5'5" is their average height.
That's what I was thinking.
Let me see. Average Japanese man's height. Average Japanese height. Let's take a look. So for... Oh, shit. No way. Oh, it's female. That's why. Okay. I was like, 5'2".
Yeah, I was going to say.
Okay, so it says average man's height in Japan. I don't know if I believe this. 5.7... 5'7", right?
5'7"?
Yeah, wait, hold on. Wait a minute. 5 foot, yeah, 5'7". 5 foot. Like, this is all kind of looks weird. Hold on. 5'9".
Oh my God, do I have to Google this?
No, it did some weird shit. Yeah, there it is. You know, you get 5'6". So it did it in centimeters and shit. That's why I was like, wait, what? This is being read wrong. Okay, so
5'6".
It says 17-year-old, so that could be. That's why there's a little gap. And it's 5'1" for women when it comes to weight. Men weigh, Jesus, 137.7 pounds, and women weigh 116.6. The women, shout out to you Japanese women out there for getting it done. We are dealing with some absolute beached whales out here in the States. Please come take these broads and put them on that rice and sushi diet. Rice, sushi, and you know what, Nick? I'm about to solve some problems. You're tired of trying to step around these water buffaloes at the state fair, right?
Oh my God. The only worst place in the state fair is a water park.
Those are pure facts. We have a solution.
What's that?
North Korea is experiencing a severe famine.
We just trade them all out.
Trade them.
We'll do the 6-month rotation.
Yeah.
6 months you go on the North Korea diet.
Yep.
We'll bring all the Norks over here.
Yep.
They can eat it up. They'll get big. Then you send them, you can send them back. It's like crop rotation.
Yeah, and then they'll starve X amount. Yeah, I can dig it. Oh yeah, someone put Godzilla. I actually know someone who went over to Japan. No, my fault, Thailand, and he was actually known as Godzilla. That was literally his nickname. Like he would get off the plane, and they would no, my fault. They called him King Kong. So, and did he do it, Nick? Did he do the fist? Yes.
Of course he did.
Yes. Yeah, he's known as King Kong over there, man.
What a racist. Snuggle Struggle says, was watching Tommy Sotomayor. He had someone who disagrees with him on. The guy asked Tommy, are you calling these women German Shepherds? And Tommy was a little confused. I laughed hard, said out loud, that's Drex, lol. The man with no name says, now that I have you both in the room, what's the worst unattractive feature on a woman? The floppy triceps or the basketball mound kangaroo pouch under their unmentionables?
Damn.
Oh God.
See, I love the savagery that's coming from these guys.
I just don't like the imagery.
It's the imagery that it kind of lingers, right? Like it goes in your head, you're like, God damn. So Nick, someone, we're gonna give a shout out to Michael. I got a text from one of your fans. I don't know if this is something to congratulate him for, but he lost his virginity last week at 25 years. 25 years going. So yeah. So shout out to Michael. Here's the thing. Sex is different for men and women, obviously, right? Like for a guy, it's like, I guess you give him like a fist, go ahead, give him a pound, give him some dap. Because it's different for men and women, right? Like as a woman, it's like, all right, well,
if you've achieved your goals, I guess I'm happy for you.
Yeah, whatever your goal is, like,
yeah.
Listen, I'm telling you guys, these hoes ain't shit. It's bad in the streets. So sex means nothing. Okay, it's irrelevant now. This is the lowest sex has ever had any value. Nick, if you were to ask a man 100 years ago, 200 years ago, like, hey, in order to get sex, what did you need? A guy would be like, yo, you need put a ring on it. You gotta have a house. You had all these things you had to provide.
Land, cattle, assorted, couple of horses.
You look now, all you need is a damn swipe. You just need Wi-Fi reception. You don't need shit. So it's nothing to be proud of whether you smash 1, 0, or 400. Like, Nick, it means nothing now, which is sad, but it is what it is. Oh, what's that? Oh, women posting their L's?
Yeah, you've seen this,
that's
right?
a beautiful thing. What the hell is that?
There's one that came out oh shit. Yeah, no, this is it. Just retweeting everything. God, I hate how Twitter works. They had a great tweet the other day that I was going to show
Is that
you.
Chloe Grace Moretz?
Who cares? Nope. There's a
Dude, your cats are killing me.
there's a video.
Oh shit,
There
Nick!
we go.
Look at this. Look at this midget. Oh shit, she's 4 foot and crushing in CrossFit. We got a CrossFit midget, y'all, and she got cakes too.
Oh no.
Damn.
You're on a quest. A spirit quest.
Oh man.
All right. You ready for this?
Yeah, let's do it.
This one's got audio.
So, I went out on a Tinder date the other day. Starts good. Dinner's good. We even decided to go watch a movie at his house after. And a little sexy time happens. We're not against sexy time. We like sexy time. So, sexy time usually makes you hungry. And we decide to get tacos. So, I hop in the car and I look over at homeboy who's on his phone. I'm thinking he's going to pick a slow jam for us to go get our munch on. And no, he's got Tinder open and he's matching with chicks and responding to girls he's already matched with. I'm no expert, but I kind of think you should wait till a girl you've just hooked up with, 1, leaves your house, 2, leaves your car before you start scouting out your next conquest. So,
No. So
He's doing you a courtesy.
he's doing you a courtesy.
Bringing you to get tacos in the first place.
He did more than I've done. Nick, I am not buying these hoes tacos. No. She's
You
for
can
the
leave
streets.
now.
You can look. You know what? I found myself in some bizarro scenarios, right, Nick? But I tell you what, I have not found myself in. I have not found myself in a scenario where I wanted to feed a bitch after she got smashed. I'm like, why are you here? Nick, there's like rare women out there that are even worth spending any amount of time with because they're so vapid and insufferable now. So Nick, I've had someone who tried to, say something, negative about me making that point, right? And I said, okay. I said, if these women are so amazing to be with, how come you fuckers aren't committing to none of them? So Nick, if you weren't married to Lady Rackets, would you ever commit to a damn 304 like that broad? You saw the energy she was giving off, like that casual hookup. She had the dead spirit. You notice the spirit? She had those like dead eyes.
We're okay with it. We went on one Tinder date, had sexy time. We're okay with it. It's like, I mean, you don't value you. Why should I value you?
So this is the reason why I always laugh when people try to pretend that men and women, like Nick, they actually believe that we're on the same wavelength. I'm like, look. A man's sexuality is the polar opposite of a woman. Because if you take a rock star, right? Our man, Scott Weiland, whoever, right? You take a rock star, Nick. He has a bunch of screaming groupies, right?
Yeah.
He ain't marrying no damn groupie, right? Now the groupie, true or false, she believes she has a chance, right? All of them.
Mm-hmm.
If I just thought it up more, if I just do ass to mouth.
I'll blow his mind in bed. Okay.
Nick, I had someone trying to call me a male hoe once. I go, you can't be a male hoe. I go, this is the reason why you can only be a simp.
Right.
It's due to our dynamic. What do women seek men for? Provisional protection. That's in the form of resources, right? Because men seek sex because we're not the gatekeepers. You can't be a male hoe. So when a rock star or a rapper or whatever smashes 1,000 chicks, Will Chamberlain smashed 10,000, right? And is someone gonna walk in and be like, you're a male hoe, Will? He's like, no, they were there. I smashed and released them right back to the streets, right? And so, Coach Greg Adams said, there's the 304 highway, right? And Nick,
explain 304 for me.
It's the code when you type in 304, it just spells hoe on your phone. These 304s.
Okay.
So when you look at these hoes, right? And he put slang for prostitute. Yeah, we know. They're Nick. These chicks are open prostitutes out here, man. Sugar baby. Look, sugaring is what they call it, right? They decriminalized it in California and New York, right? Remember last time I was here, Nick, I told you, I said, in the future, Nick, in the very near future, all sex or quote unquote relationships, they're going to be polyamorous and completely transactional.
Yeah.
Now, I'm telling you this, Nick, because I'm actually out there seeing what's going on. I'm happy for you being a married man, not having to see what's like how bad it's degenerated out there. But have your fans told you? Has someone in your comments been like, "Yo, Nick, man, I know you think you know how bad."
When you're around.
Oh, really? They're telling you how bad it is.
Yeah, people.
It's bad in these streets.
They confirm the badness.
Yeah.
I'm not here to argue against it.
It's purely Nick. There's remember when you talked about when you and Lady Rackets met, it was about building something, right?
Yeah.
Those days are long gone. So what do you have left, Nick? You have a bunch of thoughts going like this. I'll meet you at the finish line so I can get that bag. So dudes are like, wait a minute. So if she's just trying to, okay, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do, Nick. Boom, 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 just chop them down and go on to it. And that's exactly what happened to that chick, right? Look, Nick, what did Chad do? Smashed. Come here. She was attractive. She was hittable.
Being a gentleman.
He's being a gentleman. He's like,
I guess I'll buy you some.
I guess I'll buy you some time. I was hungry.
Maybe you should try the diet taco.
I knew you were gonna say it. You get a hey Nick. She can get a taco salad. Hold everything, just the lettuce.
And in fact, hold the lettuce too.
Hold the lettuce.
I'll give you $5 just so she can think about eating.
Just look at the menu. Salad on the menu. Don't eat anything. So Nick, what that guy did, that is a microcosm. Nick, the mayor's race is the lowest it's been in recorded history. So what's that telling you? Oh, wait a minute. Did guys figure out? Wait a minute. Damn, Nick. We could just keep on getting the sex with no commitment. That's exactly what that dude is doing. Look, Nick, he's smashing me like this. Look.
The small town way to say it is, why would he buy the cow when he gets the milk for free?
Exactly what it is.
I've actually heard that expression used unironically by people around here several times.
Oh, but they didn't mean it in that context?
No, they mean it in that context,
okay.
But it not like as a joke or whatever. They're like, well, when are they going to get married? Like, why would that boy buy the cow when he gets the milk for free?
Facts.
Like they actually will say.
They will say it. No. Oh yeah, we say that in red pill circles.
Do you see these? You see these tweets I got up here?
Wait, hold on. This is so. My mom blocked some guy she went on a date with because he wouldn't sub to her OnlyFans, and that's him, quote unquote, not supporting her small business. Get the fuck out of here. Are you serious? These hoes are steady taking L's. Are you serious?
Read the next one.
Hold on, what is this? My uncle subbed to my OnlyFans. End my life.
Drex. What are these girls doing? What are you doing with these OnlyFans? Like, did you see the story about the kid who was in school? Yeah. And that's just sad.
Oh,
man.
Ebony Williams said that is so sad. No, you know what this is, Nick? This is biblical. So, Nick, you remember when I went to a Christian college and I had to deal with all the hypocrisy and degeneracy and fuck shit? However, that doesn't take away from the fact that the Bible itself remains the same, right? I do remember having my ear perked up with certain things. You know what some of the things that my ear perked up on, Nick? In speaking about Sodom and Gomorrah, right?
Yeah.
In Isaiah, right? In those last days, there was seven women take hold of one man, take away our reproach. So Nick, do you know what you're seeing now? I got my own car, my own house. Let me just. They want to latch onto a man now, right?
Yep.
Take away my reproach, take away my shame. Conversely, you know what else we have out here, Nick? It said in the last days there would be many false accusers of men, right? What are we seeing out here?
No, it never happens. There's no false accusations. They're all
Me
true.
Too, time's up, all the lean in, all this bullshit. And then you got, Nick, the world's oldest profession. Do you remember what feminists said, Nick? We don't want to be objectified. You know what? We're strong and independent and don't need no man. But you need his goddamn money because all you're doing. So Nick, they fought for the right to do what? Objectify themselves, sell foot pics, go ahead and get smutted out on OnlyFans, Amaranth in a goddamn horse head, sucking a that's what you fought for, right? So if you're a feminist, you're just sitting there looking like this. Look, to twerk in restaurants, that's what you fought for.
Back in the 60s, by the way, all the conservative Christian men are sitting there saying, you don't want this. You don't want to do this. This is a slippery slope. There's no slippery slope. Love is love, blah, 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 blah. Okay.
Do you know what's funny? Do you know who's one of the rare people who actually spoke out against all this whole like liberalism and like just letting the thing go off the rails? Of all the people, Dan Quayle.
Oh, yeah.
Because Nick, even then, people kind of look at something, they go, so Nick, you should be able to size something up, right? It's called forethought. If I tell you, hey, Nick, we're going to do blank, right? So watch this. Hey, Nick, you and I both know marriage rates are in the shitter, right? If you not only decriminalize prostitution, but make it fully legal and introduce the lover bots, right? The dolls. I want you to tell me what happens in the marriage rate. Does it go up or down?
I would assume down.
It'll go to the fucking basement floor. It'll go to where John Wayne Gacy hid the bodies, right? In the concrete blocks. That's how deep it's going.
That's still my favorite meme.
Oh man,
have you ever seen that one?
No, what's that?
You know the hold on.
Oh,
First
shit.
of all, you know who this chick is? Did you see? So here's her
Laura
L.
Gill. Who's that?
Here's her L though. The boyfriend just gave me the same Valentine's card he gave me last year. I don't mean he bought me the same card. I mean he literally hid it for an entire year and then gave it to me in a new envelope with the same generic message inside, thinking I wouldn't notice. He thought your ass was stupid.
But Nick, here's the best part. Do you know what makes that great? What that's telling you is because these women don't respect themselves, right? That's how little these guys think of these broads. Nick, when I say it, damn cats, man. So Nick, when I say it, Drex is a bad guy. I'm telling you guys exactly what, dude. So Nick, I'm the bad guy, right? But what did Trump say in the locker room with Billy Bush? He was making all kinds of comments, right? And people, oh my God, it's an uproar. I can't believe Donald Trump said that. Dude, he's just saying what the reality is. I don't know what reality these people out here live in, Nick, that are critics of me or Trump or some of these rappers and rock guys who are saying this, like, these bitches ain't shit. You know what I'm saying?
There's the meme.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But here's my basement. I'm John Wayne Gacy.
Like that song, Carly Rae Jepsen song. I just met you, and this is crazy. Here's my number, so call me maybe. So you gotta have the tune in your head when you're reading.
Yeah.
It.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah.
The Mad Clown Killer, man.
So this chick though.
Yeah, Trump was pointing out hypergamy, man, as he should.
Flora Gill. This is the chick who the other day was arguing for ethical pornography to introduce kids who are under 18 to normalize pornography for kids. That's not. It's like softcore pornography though, so it's not like straight into choking and all of that stuff. It's just ethical pornography for kids. That's.
See, you had me when you said pornography and kids in the same sentence. The answer is no.
No.
The answer is no.
Just don't. Like kids will find what they'll find. You know, they're gonna go out, but it should not be normalized for children. It should not be. There's value in taboo. Mm-hmm. There's value in people going, okay, like I know this is not the right thing for me to do, and I'm doing the wrong thing. Like that's the lesson that we want children to have with that, in my opinion. Like,
yeah. Well, I was saying, okay, so when we were at M's house as kids, right?
Yeah.
We got into his dad's Playboy stash, right? His Playboys and penthouses.
You did. I'm innocent. I never went in that clubhouse that had the wallpaper made out of centerfold. That never happened. I've never even seen a woman.
I've never even seen. So when you think about that era, right? When all of this stuff was much harder to come by. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't know, what age all of you guys or gals are in the chat, but I want you guys to know there was a time when getting your hands on anything spicy was a Herculean task. And Nick, here's the thing. Let me
you had to have a degenerate relative.
You did. An older brother, a cousin.
Older brother, a cousin, an uncle.
Yep. A kid who failed 2 grades in school. Or Ramon.
Yeah, you had to take that from someone else. That's what you needed.
Yeah. And here's the thing. So you think back to that time, Nick. Ironically enough, because it was taboo, you ever think about how, by modern standards, Nick, how softcore everything back then was? Everything, right? Think about it. You remember there was a time when all rated R movies, especially action movies, had nudity, right?
Right.
All of them. And it was a major selling point because how did you get guys to go to the movies, right? You had a hot chick With a muscle bound dude, you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get my action. Action was 90% of what we came for. But what was the other 10%?
Boobs.
We wanted boobs, right? We wanted boobs.
Of course.
So
you sit there for an hour and a half. Like, you don't need an hour and a half action.
No, but you needed Cindy Crawford in Fair Game. We needed Natasha Henstridge in Species. We appreciated our nudity, and when we didn't get it, we were like this: if you don't give us nudity, Nick, this had better be the best damn movie I've ever seen. Because no nudity. You remember that shit, Nick? In the 80s and 90s. Why do you think Total Recall is remembered? It's not because Arnold delivers the best lines of his career. It's not because Philip K. Dick novels are the best thing since sliced bread. No.
It's not even Michael Ironside.
It's not even Michael Ironside. It's because there's a chick with 3 boobs.
Yep.
So, because the first thing you think of when you think of Total Recall, after Arnold, being Arnold, right? They need air. The next thing you think of is what?
Chick with 3 boobs.
Chick with 3 boobs. Chick with 3 boobs.
And then the third thing you think of is Sharon Stone. And you go, oh,
absolutely. God damn, she was looking nice.
Sharon Stone was hot.
She was hot. Yep. What do we? Okay, Basic Instinct. What do we remember?
Well, everybody, it's the leg cross.
The leg cross.
But see, that's not the scene I think of in Basic Instinct.
What do you think of?
Because that's just a moment.
It is. It is.
But just the other sex scenes with her and fucking
Michael Douglas.
Yeah, Mike. There was a man in that movie with her and Michael Douglas. Like she's doing the ride when she's grabbing for the ice pick, right? Like that. Great scenes, fantastic scenes, wonderful scenes, are the best scenes. Nobody's had scenes like that. Have you even seen a scene like that before? No, but it was enough. Man. They did it in the right dosage. You're right. It's a 90-10 rule.
Yeah, because did you ever notice the movies that didn't make it work, Nick? Do you remember this? You turn it on, and here's what's weird. Even though we were young, we understood balance. Too much nudity in an action movie, like, what the fuck is this? Yeah. Like, if I want to see this shit, I would go get the blurry Spice Channel. Right. Or wait till like that two weekends per year where you had Skinamax. Hey, Nick, do these people understand what Skinamax did to us?
Hey, it's free Cinemax week.
Hey, power up!
I have won the gold medal. I would like to thank my country. I'd like to thank my parents for having a cable box.
Look, man, shout out to everybody out there who had a black box. Shout out to all the parents who had cable TV and blessed us with that damn cable. Because Nick, that was serious. You got off school on Friday and you knew damn well what you were doing that night.
We're not going anywhere this weekend. Good. I wanted to stay home anyway.
We better not be doing no camp shit.
I'm looking for laser ball. I'm looking for
all the confessions. Anything that said the word confession.
Confessions are good. All I would do is I get the TV guide.
Yep.
The paper ass TV guide.
Oh yeah.
And you flip on to you're like, okay, what movies are coming on starting at 10 p.m.
Yep.
And then you go and match it with the movie description in the appendix.
Yep.
And it would have the little letters like AVL. No, I don't want to watch that one. ASLVN.
Yep.
That's my movie.
When there was sex, nudity, usually drugs.
That's adult situations.
When you involved in adult situations, something like, is she gonna snort a line off this dude's wang? I don't know. I'm gonna tune in. Nick, there were movies that I knew were terrible, right?
Yeah.
Crash was terrible, but there was nudity. Color
nudity
of Night.
I've never seen Crash.
You didn't miss shit.
I have.
It had Holly Hunter being, but boobs were boobs. It was the 90s. What do you want me to say? Color of Night, starring Bruce Willis and Jane March, right? Jason's Lyric.
What was that movie?
Oh, shit.
What was the movie where I don't know if you're going to remember this. There's a black lady talking on the phone, and she's talking to another woman about Jason's Lyric. Because isn't there male nudity in that?
Ooh, shit. Wait, who's that porn ruined us? The Cinema Queen? Ruined us? That shit built character. Nick, what were you before porn?
Me before porn. I don't know.
You weren't a man. You weren't a man. Porn was Nick. It was a rite of passage.
Yeah.
Okay, so for all you guys out there, there's another crash, Andrew.
It's got to be. It had to be taboo.
Yep.
Like I wonder. I'm not advocating any banning or anything like that, but I do wonder, like, the accessibility. It's like, okay, it's more accessible, but it still, I think, has to be like the kids have to understand that it's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that
kids do, because they know not to, like. Okay, so here's the thing: kids are fully aware that porn is wrong, because that's why, like, they wouldn't just sit there like this, right? Like, you're like sitting in the car, there's like this. Oh, let me just watch. So they know it's wrong. But you know what I think changed, Nick? It's the ease of access.
Yeah.
Made it so that, yes, kids are still fully aware this is wrong, right? But because it's so easy, it became so easy. That's how you get that video we just watched, right? Where the guy's just kind of like, let me just swipe. That's where it comes from.
Best softcore porn movie ever, Naked Obsession.
I like the sound of that.
I'm trying to think of what movie that was, though, where the black chick's having the conversation about Jason's lyric. Maybe it just had, was Arsenio Hall in that? Who's in Jason's lyric?
Something Payne and Jada Pinkett. I remember my dad went to watch it and told us to not come upstairs. Dead serious.
Y'all just stay downstairs.
Yeah. He was. Yeah, I mean, man, damn, what a time. What a time to be alive, man.
I'm trying to think of what movie that was. Okay. Where were we? Oh, I got a couple chats to read here.
Absolutely.
Crows of Judgment says, legal question. Based on Virginia language on incest, there's no statute for a mother-daughter relationship. This is wrong. I've done a video on it. I've tweeted about it. This is actually just an incorrect read, probably of the 2014 statutory language. You got to look up the 2020 language. It does not. It uses a gendered pronoun of his. It uses it throughout the statute, but there's a subsequent statute, I guess it's a prior statute that applies to all Virginia law that says a pronoun used in the masculine includes the feminine and the neuter. So there is no difference for mother-daughter incest or father-son or anything like that. It's all equal in Virginia's eyes. They're all the same. Could Chris Chan potentially wind up in the Supreme Court based on his fake gender identity? Genuinely curious. No, not based on the wording of the incest statute. Now, generally basing it on should incest be illegal? I mean, I guess in theory, possibly, but Virginia doesn't seem to have any problem keeping incest illegal. But just know that line of talk, I've seen it. It's not actually correct. It's not actually correct. Automata says, Drex, but she is, though. Anyways, me, dead.
Who she is, though?
That was from a while back. I don't remember the exact context.
Oh, it must have been the Smasher Pass, and then that chick.
Maybe.
But she is a dude.
Oh, yeah. Mithrin Emmer says, the Olympics failed at wokeness. The New Zealand stunning and brave trans weightlifter failed to complete a lift. Obviously, this transphobia cannot be tolerated and must be investigated now. Yeah, did you see that? New Zealand sent a dude.
But hold on. I heard that was a male to female to male.
No, male to female.
Positive?
Yeah.
Damn. That doesn't even make sense. How's that?
Here's how it makes sense. So what's the concern then? Why are you worried about women competing true women competing against other women?
Yeah, because I mean, clearly this is an example. Gender is a social construct. Now, I want more Fallon Fox, as you know. I want skulls bashed in.
But see, they don't have that at the Olympics.
Well, they have boxing, but
isn't it 3 rounds?
And they wear pads. So only the women wear headgear. Let that sink in.
Yeah, I saw you said they wear pads. I was like, I just watched 2 dudes box, and they're wearing pads.
Dudes.
Synac 8 says, to be fair, I don't think that Nick has enough room in his basement for the world's fattest snake, the quarter pounder. Damn. Rude. I don't have any drains. BG Willie at 21207 says, Drex, when your Japanese plane starts to descend on final, make sure the landing gear is down. Bonsai. Mithrin Emmer says, also, if Chris Chan did get sent to women's lockup, maybe that goal of finding a boyfriend-free girlfriend will be attainable. Chris Chan ticks another item off the bucket list. Focus on the positive. Mither and Emmer says softcore porn for kids already exists, at least in written format. Just check out the latest releases in young adult fiction. No, thank you.
Damn. But wouldn't you, Nick? Wouldn't you say Instagram and Snapchat is a form of soft porn for children?
Oh yeah.
Because
Twitch is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm looking at stuff kind of like, this is not okay. Because
look, nudity was always appreciated, but I could deal with a bikini when I was, 15. It's no big deal. The smaller the bikini got, the better. Hell, Baywatch.
Yeah.
Though they were one pieces.
Yeah, and
nobody complained.
Baywatch was it, Nick.
Yeah.
Baywatch was it when we were growing up.
Everybody was watching Baywatch.
Yep.
You know what? You know who didn't watch Baywatch?
I didn't.
I did not.
Yeah.
Never did.
Here's the thing. I could appreciate sex appeal on its own. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you tell me, hey man, what do you think of prime Pam Anderson? Oh yeah, she's hot, man. And I kept it moving. But if you asked me to sit down and watch a cheesy beach show every day or week, I'd be like, no, like, fuck, I don't watch this. This is garbage.
I know dudes who would go home to watch Baywatch.
Oh.
Like that was that was their show. I don't think I've ever seen a full episode of Baywatch.
We did here. Lady Rackets turned it on.
Oh, that's right.
You remember that?
Yeah,
because we want to see David Hasselhoff or something.
On the Samsung TV channel, they have a Baywatch, like it's all Baywatch.
It's all Baywatch. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. One episode, and it was terrible.
Let's see. Onyx Robot says, "Man, Nick and Drexel, you would not believe the amount of ethical, non-monogamous profiles I've swiped right on. It's crazy."
Yeah, Nick, this poly thing, man. I'm telling you, that's the future. That's the future of relationships. You're going to get cucked in some form or fashion out there. This is for the guys out there who want to date.
Whoa.
Oh damn! What happened to? Wow.
I'm trying to.
Oh, adjusting the size.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
No.
Oh, Nick, I meant to ask you. I can't remember if I sent it to you. What is your view on the legality of what's happened in New York with Bill de Blasio's mask mandate? You heard about it. Or not mask mandate, I would say vaccination mandate.
Now, the one where you have to have a vaccine passport to eat at restaurants?
And go to the gym, and there's one or two other places.
Well, this came up to me. Someone pointed out that only 28% of black people in New York are vaccinated.
They want to get that to 100%.
They do, but black people in New York are the lowest vaccinated population. So they have effectively excluded the majority of black people from restaurants and gyms. Their literal racial segregation is going on, and Bill de Blasio is behind it.
Oh, you seen that daughter of his, right? Oof.
Maybe he should have gotten vaccinated.
He probably should have. But I just find it very, very telling that there are people out there who are all about, we hate the Nazis and like for those people out there who haven't figured out, like people like my parents, because they come from the old comfortable Negro stereotype. They still haven't figured out who these people are, Nick. Still, I'm like, come on. You don't see the hoax?
They don't like you. If you moved into their neighborhood, they would move out. Because that's what they've been doing for 100 years.
Yeah.
Like it's not new.
It's not new.
It's what they learned.
It's like
they're all very comfortable preaching about racism from their literal ivory towers.
Yep.
In Martha's Vineyard. They're not living in Mississippi.
Nope.
They're not living in Dallas.
Yeah, Bull Connor.
Certainly not in Chicago. But I have to make a correction, guys.
Oh.
I have to make a correction. I've been saying something wrong because I had an incorrect memory, and people have been asking me about the COVID lockdowns. I mentioned that I did a debate on the Kill Stream, and I said I debated COVID lockdowns with Vince James. That is not correct.
Ooh.
That is not the person I debated on COVID lockdowns. I debated Vince James on porn on the Kill Stream. I debated some guy from The Sweat. The Sweat? What the fuck was his name? Let me find it real quick. I've got it in here. I want to make sure I always get this correct. The guy from the Weekly Sweat, Sean from the Weekly Sweat. I don't know who that is, although it is kind of funny that there are 2 articles written about his brief stay in the United States Air Force.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, so I wanted to make sure I got that corrected, because people were saying that doesn't sound like Vince James or whatever on the COVID lockdown stuff, and that's because it wasn't. So my apologies for that. What side did I take on the porn debate? Obviously not banning porn, because I don't believe in banning speech.
Porn is the freest of speech.
There are a
And
lot of people
expression.
who think that porn is not speech.
Who?
A lot of people. There was a phase especially, I think it was in 2020, where like the right, especially like the further right, like came out hard against porn, like Nick Fuentes and I don't know who else, but they're making this big anti-porn push, and it was like everywhere, and everybody was latching onto this idea, and I was like, it was just weird to me. I was like, oh, okay, I mean, so my position was simple. The Supreme Court has determined porn to be speech. We have First Amendment protections against speech. I don't think that needs to change. Or protections for speech. I don't think that needs to change.
It must not change. Oh, cancel these people, by the way. Whoever's anti-porn, cancel them.
Yeah. So that was that. I whatever you want to think about porn is fine. I don't think you should be showing kids porn. I don't think anything like that. But I do not believe it should be canceled, or censored by the government. Okay, should we do some of these twerking videos? Should we do that?
Oh shit! Yes, please.
Okay, let me see if I can get one of them up here.
Oh, who's that? James Aroni. Yeah, I mean, 'cause they don't always get it right, but as long as they got porn right, you know.
I was gonna ask you about. Did you send it to me on here? Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we start off with the worst one? The one.
Oh yeah. You just come out. We just hit them with the worst one. Can they see this?
They will be able to in just a second. I'm gonna keep it muted though, because it's gonna have copyrighted music in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Here.
I mean, should they grab their popcorn, grab a drink?
I mean, I guess grab your popcorn, grab a drink. Remember, people.
I mean, they're going to the circus.
There are
Peanuts.
people who want to ban porn.
Yep.
When you observe this going on, realize that porn is not the problem. This doesn't come from pornography.
No, it does not.
This comes from approved, commercially viable speech that is everywhere. When you want to ban degeneracy, somehow in America you do not start with porn. You start way down the line.
Yep.
Here we go. We'll just.
Oh yeah, this is the worst thing you'll ever see.
Here you go. This is
It's funny, right? It's funny to them. Small children.
this is
Yeah. This is where we're at.
this is culture.
These are your queens. Yep. Or is Hotep. These are your queens, right? Look at her with a bottle in her hand. Look, it's all fun and games.
That is what.
Hey, who did you see in those videos? That video right there, Nick. Who was missing?
Let me get. Hold on. Was it the moms?
It certainly wasn't.
They seem to be there.
The moms were there, right? So,
Well, the one mom, thankfully she rushed in when the girl's skirt was coming up because that was inappropriate. That was the inappropriate with it.
Yeah. The skirt, everything else was cool, right? Dry humping, grinding, twerking, but not the skirt. I mean, we can't have actual penetration amongst children. So
where were the dads?
Mm-hmm. You remember the 60 years of black men ain't shit, and that's who they blame for everything, or white supremacy. That's the other one, right? That's their go-to move. So Nick, did you see anything that? Okay, so how can the black man be at fault if he's not physically there, right? So it's the women's fault. How is white supremacy to blame if there wasn't a white person there, right? How do you blame the entities that aren't there?
Maybe that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the white supremacy was their absence. They're like, we don't have to be around this, so therefore they should have been there to keep people in discipline or something.
Here's the
thing. The crazy thing is, this is a disturbing video, but this is happening. Like, this isn't a rare occurrence.
Yeah.
This is probably a daily occurrence.
Yeah, Minister Japp talks about that. Because Minister Japp said you don't have to like look far and wide, right? Dude, it's not like when you go into the black community, right? You go into these hoods, you go into these places and stuff, even in the suburbs to a lesser degree, and you go like this. Let me just kind of observe, and you see this shit, Nick. And so none of the women call out bad behavior, right? No. Will they say it one-on-one? Yeah, they're like this. Oh yeah, I don't condone that. That stuff, they're making us look bad. I still say to you one-on-one. But when they're in a restaurant and a bunch of German shepherds hop up and start twerking, do you think that same woman, Nick, who sat down one-on-one and goes, "Oh, I don't condone this. They don't speak for us. They ruined our image." Do you think they say or do anything? No. They start laughing, egging them on, recording, putting it in slow-mo mode. And this is where we're at, people. We got, the Dallas restaurant owner. Yeah, there's another one that was in Nevada.
Is that the new one?
Yeah. I meant to. Let me see. Damn phone.
All the ones I've got are that Dallas one.
Okay. Twerking restaurant.
We'll do this.
All right, right here. Hold up. Oh, yeah, Nick, I got it. Yeah, hold up. Let me make sure. Yep, here it is. I'm going to send it to you on Facebook. Send to Nick. Here it is. It goes right into the video, too. After let me see the time mark. Hold up. 5 seconds, 6 seconds. I'm timing it right here.
Before we get started.
It's at the 10-second mark. All right, so we got something for you guys right now.
All right, here we go.
Here we go, y'all.
Let me bring it up.
Yep, here we go. These are the black queens. These are the backbone of the black community.
By now, you've probably already seen this clip. It features a group of black women turning up for Hot Girl Summer. They are at a restaurant in a town outside of Las Vegas. You have people eating at the restaurant with their families, while these ladies decided they wanted to put on a show for everybody.
Notice the white woman's not
doing it. Modern women, they love attention.
Yeah, stop it.
And they'll get it by any means necessary, no matter if it's positive or negative. So the non-black folks at the table near them both took out their phones and started to record them. This video has been shared by millions. We've been seeing stuff like this for years, time and time again on social media, and women have to stand up against this behavior and say, hey, we don't condone this or tolerate it. We gotta bring back shame for bad behavior.
Yeah, okay. Shout out to Pink Book Lessons, whoever that is, because that is the answer. We have to bring back shame for bad
that's illegal.
Behavior.
So Nick, here's graduation. Oh, I want you guys to think, for all of you who graduated high school, college,
Did you send me that one?
I just sent it. This is graduation. Graduation, y'all. Let's see more of these queens. Queen behavior right here.
Here we go.
Backbone of the community.
Graduation day. All college students look forward to this day. It's a day of celebration of your achievement on successfully completing college.
Look at this.
All
Look at that white man.
Forward to walking across
Oh,
that
thank
stage
you
and
for
some
doing
planned
that.
Thank you for doing that.
celebration.
You see how he's looking like,
A black
I've never
woman
seen
from
no shit
Berkeley
like this
College
before.
Took her
This is a
celebration
college?
To another
It's
level.
college. It
As
says
she
in high
walked
school, it's
across
college.
Stage,
At
she pulled
Berkeley.
out some money,
Yeah.
threw it in the air,
UC
and
Berkeley.
did the unthinkable. She started to twerk dance on stage, mimicking a stripper.
Hey,
Now I'm
look,
not one
this
to
is so
judge,
great.
so I will
Look at this cuck. He is the biggest chump in the room.
You know, I'm going to give him a pass, and here's why. He's old as shit, right?
Yeah.
Do you think he's ever seen some shit like that before?
That's like the dean of Berkeley. Yeah, I think he has.
Well, yeah. but on camera. You see what I'm saying? Because Nick, imagine, okay, put yourself in his shoes, right? You're getting ready to go shake hands, and a girl,
Well, what's he supposed to? He'll get killed.
he'll get, right? He can't sit there and be like, don't be doing. He's canceled, right?
Yeah, he's done.
Then it's racism and oppression and misogyny, right? It's white supremacy. So
He should have thrown the diploma at her
I would have. Hold up. Twerk at funeral.
while she's twerking. Like
Look,
it's all kinds of
I want
other
you guys.
papers.
I want you guys to listen to this. This is how bad it is, man. When I try to look for these videos for you guys, depravity and entertainment.
You sent me the twerk at funeral one already.
Oh no, that was just a screen grab.
Oh, okay.
I've got. Look, Nick. You see what this says? When I put twerk, it says twerk at graduation, twerk at funeral, twerk at wedding, twerk at concert, twerk at mall, twerk at me, twerk at zoo, twerk at stage, twerk at Rolling Loud.
What if the twerk at zoo is like a literal chimpanzee sitting there just doing a twerk? That'd be kind of funny.
Oh my God, this might actually be a white girl. Ooh,
What? At the funeral or at the zoo?
ooh, at the zoo. Oh shit, hold up. Oh my God, for the first time ever, it was a white chick. Oh.
We got to shame that. Yep.
Oh.
Hey, there is a chimpanzee involved.
And there is a I can't make this up. We can't make this up.
Here we
Look
go.
at this shit. There's your white queens. Look, that shit want to get that. Look.
He's like, hey,
hey.
what?
I'm trying to come through this glass. I mean, you guys already know. Yep. You guys know about white girls and big dogs. It's gonna be white girls and chimps next.
My man swung in for a tag team. That was terrible.
Yep. See, people think this shit. It's funny. It's cute.
It's not funny. Like it's funny,
but for
but
all
it's
the wrong
not
reasons.
funny. Yeah.
It's funny. It's more it's pathetic funny, right? Like there are things that we can laugh at and be like, this is all fucked up, whatever. And here you got, I mean, it has some cultural appropriation. I mean, why not? It is what it is. But if you took twerk at funeral, these
I'll
bitches.
just pull it up on here. I'm sure. This is a year ago?
Oh, hold on. 2 girls twerking on casket at funeral. Hold up. Oh shit.
Hold on. This is 2 years ago, Drex. This is different.
Oh shit. Hold up.
World Star.
We're-
My man is in the coffin.
in the car. So they blame black men for this. You notice in all these videos you don't see any dudes, Nick?
I saw a dead dude.
You saw a dead dude, right? See, Nick, for over 60 years, they blamed everything on black men. It doesn't matter what it is. It's black man's fault. See, so what all this social media and all this attention grabbing has finally started to show, Nick, it's finally started to show the world at large. It wasn't black men doing it. Dude, so watch this. Were black men telling black women to get to be the fattest women in the world? No. Wear weaves? No. Wear bonnets? No. Be combative? No. Like, dude, Nick, twerk everywhere. You've never heard black men say this shit. Uh-oh. Wait, no way. Oh. shit. Oh, shit.
Whoops.
Ooh. What was my man doing though? Like, what?
I don't know what he was doing, but I don't have this one up on stage because it's a little, or up on screen because it's a little morbid.
Yeah, that actually. Why did you click on that shit?
Let's see. I think it's gonna get worse.
She's gonna fall out. Oh damn.
Aww. Show it. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna. This has a dead body. I can't show that shit. Okay. It's a woman who falls out of her coffin. So I'm trying to find the two women twerking on the casket. If I just type in German Shepherd, will I find it? I'm finding.
Oh damn, we got some Chihuahuas. We got some Latinas twerking. Look, here you go, Nick. I think it's that same girl.
The two girls twerking on casket. This is from 3 years ago.
Oh wait, this is the lap dance. Oh, this is 10 hours ago. This is the lap dance at. Hold up. Oh yeah, here we got lap dances at the funeral. Oh yeah, so hold up. I'm gonna type in lap dance. Lap dance at funeral.
What the fuck is this? Drexel, look at the title of this video. Little girl goes to heaven while her parents are watching, emotional. What the fuck?
I don't even want to know. All right, so Nick, we got. Yeah, so here we got the lap dance at funeral. So this dude is reacting.
Oh, that's right. It was lap dancing.
Okay, yeah, so they're giving lap dances. Well, they're always twerking. So if I go like this, send to Nick Rekieta. It's that guy at the top.
Crank Lucas?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah, Michael Parma, I don't drink. I didn't drink H2O.
Okay, here we go.
The blackest thing I have ever seen in my black ass life. My man Lymphomius done died and he wanted to have exotic dances at his funeral. I mean, at least they not stripping, right? But they ready. Why the one on the left got heels on, but the one on the right got Timbs on? All those Timbs. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess you can't dress but so sexy in front of Lymphomius' entire family on the front row. There she go. Now she grabbing somebody.
Wait, what?
So nobody came to the funeral with cash? For context, they dancing to keep sweat. At least they got their masks on. Because if strippers can follow health and safety protocol, damn it, so can pro athletes. Okay, hers just came off because she can't breathe. Come on, black people, where's the rhythm? Why nobody clapping?
My man is throwing money out.
Okay, there he goes. He just threw his tithe and offering money up at her. Cuz on the right is so uncomfortable. He do not want to be in that position. His wife in there, his side chick in there, watching him getting twerked on at a funeral. Oh, now they dancing for the aunties. Yeah, this is definitely the blackest video I've ever seen. I've never been disappointed, embarrassed, and turned on at the same time. He done lifted her up. I hope you about to give her to God.
What in the hell are you doing?
I don't want none of this at my funeral. Matter of fact, when I die, don't even give me a funeral. I don't want y'all to get no ideas. What's the saying? Don't wait till somebody's dead to give them their lap dance. I want my lapetizer now.
100 niggas round, only one of y'all are real.
My lapetizer.
Backbone of the black community right there. Yep.
Oh my god.
That's the backbone. You know, the women don't do. See, Nick, this is the problem I have. You always hear black women doing this. That's not me, Drex. We're not all like that. Nick, did you see anyone get up and say we're not allowing this? Anybody? No. Fuck them. No, I don't want to hear any of this. Not all black women, Drex. Shut up. Shut up. Tired of these bitches even opening their fucking mouth. No. You all condone it. Sodom and Gomorrah. It is what it is, man. And here's the thing. It's all people. It ain't just a black person thing. No. This degeneracy is everywhere. Dude, Nick, we read the rules for the Pussy Palace, right?
Yeah.
At the sorority, all white chicks. Dude, I don't make, you guys know me, I don't make that thing like a color thing. It's everywhere. If that weren't the case, Nick, there'd be men going, oh no, Drex, these girls out here are brides. They're wife worthy. No, they're not.
Here we go.
I invested a lot of money into buying this building, into developing this concept so black people can have somewhere nice to go to, okay? Somewhere where we can feel good about ourselves as a, come on, stop the music, please. Somewhere where our people can feel good about ourselves as a culture, okay? Yeah. No, real talk. And so all this twerking and shit, take it to Prime, take it to Pink, don't bring it here because we're a restaurant. And so beyond that, 75% of my customers are ladies. And I want men to show respect for themselves for how they carry themselves here. So how can I tell the men to respect themselves and you guys are twerking on glass here? If you want to do it, get the fuck out my restaurant. Because I did it for our people and I did it for our culture. So don't do it now. Don't do it again. I don't want to hear it. If you don't like it.
You want to do that? Get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out.
I don't need you here.
But Nick,
More.
now people get mad at me when I talk to these bitches like this, right? Drex is a misogynist. So Nick, that Liana, whatever the hell her name was, see, we need to call this shit out. We're not going to condone single motherhood. We're not condoning these goddamn ratchets out here twerking and shit. We're not endorsing welfare, right? We's welfare queens. So black women set the standard on all things terrible, okay? Everything. Name me something bad. Do you know who sets the standard? Black women, right?
Ludafisk.
I mean, if it's bad, look, who has bad credit? Black women. The average black woman's net worth is $5. True story.
That's above zero. Could be worse. You could be in debt.
Hey, Nick.
Huh?
You got $6 on you I could borrow?
I don't carry cash.
Give me $5.01. Now I'm worth more than black chicks.
You need a check?
Fuck out of here. These broads are useless, man. So
I'll sign over a rent check to you.
So, don't feel bad. I'm a woman and I've embraced my own misogyny. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, they're useless. Here's the thing, Nick. All you guys out there, unless you're a double amputee, keep both feet on these goddamn bitches' throats. Keep them firmly pressed. Because, see, Nick, I don't want any of them to have hope. I'm here to stomp hope out of black women in general. But see, if every ethnic group did what I'm doing, right? If every ethnic group did this, these hoes would get in line. They're like, oh shit. So Nick, there's a long list, right? If I started OnlyFans, I can never be a wife. There's no more iDubbbz. Nick, you see what I'm saying? If you start going in the line.
Have you seen, iDubbbz married that girl.
I heard.
Have you seen how she looks now?
Someone sent me a picture. She's like bald headed now or something.
Yeah. Did they send you the picture of her like from her OnlyFans where it's censored? I've got it. Well, I mean, I have it. Brittany Venti tweeted it out.
Oh, Jesus.
Let me find it. Let's see. Where is it? Like, this is just.
Oh, I heard that couple got off. They were pardoned, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's rust. It's rusted. I thought it was like I thought the same thing.
Nick, bad angle.
Look at how this person looked. This is
that's iDubbbz. That's his queen, right?
Yeah.
Come on, white guys.
Looks like a dude named Enrique who's gonna sell me a CD player.
Bruh.
What is happening here?
Come on, white guys. Look, white guys. Look, I don't want to see you guys fall as far as black people have fallen. I mean, you guys are getting pretty damn close. I think white women are getting married at a rate of 54%, which is still too high for the quality of women that are out there, right?
So this is, to be clear, this is rust. This is not like a cat shit or something.
Yeah, eye cucks. So,
fucking
Nick, look, you're trying to see my point though, Nick. That creature still got married. You see my point? Ladies, do you have tattoos?
To
yes.
be fair,
you're disqualified.
She looked better with hair.
She did.
But like,
but Nick, come on, look, dude,
terrible.
So look at Nick. Men's standards for women in terms of relationship have never been this low in history. In fact, do you remember that story that we did with the polyamorous relationship? Remember the 4 or 5 creepy guys with the hideous looking chick
that ended up with the one dude.
Unsurprisingly,
hockey mask timing,
putting hands on a child, right? So Nick, there was a time when if you would even said that, right? If you would even said that, you'd have been laughed at, right? Go look at right after the Second World War, right? 1945. What if in 1953, you walked up to a dude and was like, yeah, and you're going to share one fat, unattractive woman with 4 other dudes. They would look at you like you're insane. Yeah. Like, I ain't sharing. Man, woman, you have children, you have a traditional household, nuclear family, and that's what we do here in 1953. And someone's like, no, man. Oh, you don't know what I've seen. What have you seen? Motherfucker, I came from 2021. I will show you.
You're going to share your woman with 4 other dudes. Do I have 5 bullets?
Yep.
Like that
For real.
That'd be the answer.
But Nick, look at it from that perspective. I want you guys to think about this for a second. Imagine you had a time machine, right? And you could document all the things that is going on in our world right here, right now, right? All the so look up all the bad TikTok videos, Snapchats, all those things. Nick, all these ratchet shit, right? And then college campuses, right? Trans everything, and Desmond is amazing, right? And then go back in time and be like this. This is where everything you guys are doing today is going to lead to. They'd be like, what the fuck? What?
They'd say, let Russia win.
Go ahead. They would stop. They go, so this is where it ends. Yeah, man. It ends at Desmond is amazing. It ends at, the Sophie Long case. It ends at, as you start to describe all the things, Nick, it ends at German Shepherds twerking in a goddamn restaurant. It ends at,
to be fair, in 1955 or whatever, black people in my restaurant.
It is true. And so
what is this, Atlanta?
Right? But Nick, think about it. If you look at it from that perspective, I talked to Ty Beard about this. We had text, and he was like, "This is not what my uncles fought and died for." I'm like, "Shit, mine either." Shit. And I look and I'm like, Nick, so you guys fought and died for me too, right? This is what you fought and died for. Is a guy's just living his life out of nowhere, and then Nick Rekieta, yes, of Rekieta Law, because they saw your channel get blew up, right?
Yeah.
He touched my thigh in 1996. The fuck? Oh, Nick.
I wish.
They're going to shut you down, right? for an allegation, right?
Oh, yeah.
Johnny Depp, Nick, there are people like Jeremy from The Quartering who are giving Johnny Depp like a fist. A win. This is how pathetic men have gotten. A win is what in 2021, Nick? Oh, they're going to have to prove where the money went that Amber said she donated. So, Nick, watch this. Is that going to make any difference on the case?
Well, actually, it might. It might. If they can show that she lied to the court, then they can use that against her testimony.
So let me ask you.
Will it make much difference? No.
Let me ask that a different way. Did she lie when she was in England?
Yeah.
Talking to the Sun? Hey, so what happened to Johnny Depp when he was like, oh, look, we proved 500 lies she told on the stand. What happened?
Didn't work out.
So once again, let me ask that question a different way. Is this going to change anything with Amber Heard? Did she lose her job? Aquaman too? No job.
The only hope Johnny Depp has is a win in court, but he has lost in public.
He's already done. So guys, this is when you guys are out here saying, why does Drex go so hard at simps and all this stuff? That's who created this beast, Nick. It's not the women, it's the simps. So for all you guys out there who have an issue with me or Nick Rekieta or the Kevin Samuels of the world, guys who are out there speaking out against this fuck shit, right? Your future will be Johnny Depp. At some point, some woman's the same guys are out there saying, no, Drex, don't be saying that, man. It's not all of them. At some point, they're going to be Johnny Depp, Nick. They're going to be Chris Hardwick, name him. Aziz Ansari, he's a male feminist. A lot of these guys, Nick, they got their careers ruined. But these were the same. What were they doing before that, Nick? Were they speaking out against any of this shit? What? Okay, did Brett Kavanaugh say, we're going to end the family court, we're going to stop all these false accusations? Did he say that before or after his shit? You know what he said after his trial, Nick? After his Supreme Court nomination, you know what he said? I hired all women.
Yep.
Right? So fuck Brett Kavanaugh. Nope. You can hold this L too, and the dick, and the nutsack. Fuck Brett Kavanaugh. And fuck Roberts. Nick, there must be standards.
There's only one justice. There's only one Supreme Court justice. You should love him, and I know you don't, but you should. And it's Clarence Thomas. He's the only one you should love. Because Drex, he's consistent.
This is a what? A mute?
He is not a mute. He was a mute when Scalia was alive. When Scalia died, he started talking a ton. Same with Alito. They just let Scalia run point.
I guess.
Now they're out there. Clarence Thomas is like the de facto Chief Justice right now, even though Roberts is officially the Chief Justice. It's being called the Thomas Court because nobody cares what anybody else says. He has taken up the mantle.
The family court is unconstitutional, and I've seen the Supreme Court do absolutely nothing. So fuck the Supreme Court.
Technically, the Supreme Court doesn't have jurisdiction over family courts.
That is true. They do not.
Yeah, so they can't.
They can only judge on a case that gets brought forth to them.
And on almost every family court matter, they don't hear them.
Yeah,
because they don't have jurisdiction over family courts.
Yep.
States have exclusive jurisdiction over the family courts.
It's fucked. But when I see people, Nick, everyone should be against it. Everyone, and that includes women. So for all you women out there doing that little lip service, right? No, I don't want to hear it. No, use your voting rights that you gained unjustly in 1919. Use that shit, the 19th Amendment, and I want you to just run down, especially if there's elected judges, right? And just demand on social media, because they love social media, right? The family court, every aspect of it is gone. I don't want to hear all this. No, Nick. Some parts, because here's what happens when you start keeping things, right? This is what happens. How did the family court become a monster, right? It little piece by piece by piece. Is that how it happened?
Yep.
It didn't start as the way it is, Nick. That's not. So, but see this thing.
It started with divorce is illegal. You better show your ass getting hit.
It better be something real, right?
You better be in a hospital from getting hit. But I don't love him anymore. Too fucking bad.
Too bad.
You made a promise.
Too bad.
So did he. Deal with it.
Deal with it. But Nick, this is where we're at. Nick, okay, that's why you guys see kids twerking on each other and doing all this stuff. So, and for all you people out there that are always praising these cops, do you know who's the first line of defense to take your ass out of the home, Nick, as the man? It's the cops.
Yep.
Oh, and Nick, and when they know she's lying, you know what the cops say? Yeah. Bro.
Civil matters sorted out in court.
I'm like, bro.
But that's my house.
It's my house, man.
Sorry, that's a civil matter.
No, fuck the cops, too. Nope, I don't give them a pass.
You can't be in the same place with her because she feels fear.
Okay, so kick her out.
No, she's already in there.
But I'm paying all the bills. We know. So for all you cop lovers out there who just cops can do no wrong, no matter what a cop did, yeah, I want you guys to fully understand who's the one taking you out of the house. It's them. Hey, Nick, do you know what happens when you find out that your ex is, and you saw this with your own eyes, along with Lady Rackets, who lies on sworn documents to extract resources from the state to enforce it on the dude. When you see that, and you know that is illegal, you cannot lie on documents, that's perjury, that's a felony. Do the cops do anything? Did the district attorney do anything? Assistant DA? No. Bailiff? Judge? Anybody? No. They're all part of the system, okay? So for all you guys out here who talk about, there is no justice system, Nick. This is where people get confused. When you walk in there.
I had a client who, this is a female client, was a renter. And basically they lied about my client to get a restraining order. And until we got the restraining order vacated. They lied about my client to get the restraining order to kick her out of the place. And then we went to court. We won in court and got the right to go get her stuff out of the house. She shows up. They don't let her in. She calls the cops. Cops say, we're not going to get you in here. It's a civil matter. You need an order enforcing this. I'm like, put me on the phone. Yeah, I'm not going to let her in. Why not? She needs an order enforcing it. We have an order. It says to let her in. Well, you got to go back to court. It literally says to let her in. I'm not going to force my way into this house. I said, what the hell use are you? Like, what do you mean you're not going to get... The court order says that the police officer will escort her into the place to get the property. Nope. So we had to go back to court.
Yep.
To get another order to say the same thing.
Costs more money.
Mm-hmm.
More time.
Yep.
Like, Nick, if people knew how, if you guys understood how deep the problem goes, the source of all this shit. That's why when I'm sitting there giving that face, Nick, like this, like the fuck, and people are, no, Drex, you got it wrong, man. It's really this. I'm like, what fucking reality people are living in, Nick? It's so bad, man.
By the way, guys, this is my 1,000 like shot, so thank you. It's Ardbeg Ergodile that I've been working through. Very good scotch.
But Nick, in relating back to Chris Chan, though, to segue, and him going in this...
Oh, good, an uplifting subject.
Uplifting subject. When Chris Chan goes into prison to clap
like he was uplifting it.
You better stop. you know what's funny? That won't even get you canceled anymore. No, that won't get, because you didn't... what are the things that get you canceled now, right? Speaking out against trans people.
I was going to make a horrific joke. Like, I was going to make a genuinely degenerate joke.
As you should have.
And
you
no,
save it for locals.
It's okay.
Save it for locals. I love degeneracy. And so, Nick, let me ask you this. From a legal standpoint, he goes in there and starts clapping these lady cheeks, right? What are they going to do? What do they do? Because if you identify as a woman...
I don't know that they're going to put him in with female pop.
I'm praying they do. I'm praying. Like, dude, I'm literally praying. Like, dude, okay. In the chat, push 1 if you want Chris Chan to go to a female prison. Press 2 if you don't want Chris Chan to go to a female prison. I mean, I'm pushing 1. Nick, I'm please, let me have this small victory. Just like Johnny Depp had a small victory. Let me get this small victory. Oh, there's a few 2s.
Not too many. A lot of ones.
A lot of ones. Nick, this is what they wanted.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing about this.
So
I wanted to talk to you about a completely different subject.
What's that?
So I think we started talking about this last week, but were we talking about Olympians like who just don't give a shit about America but are still like competing as Olympians?
Yeah.
Did you see the female wrestler from the U.S. who won gold?
I heard about her.
Like, she's like wearing the flag. She's like, I love my country. I love it. It's like the most uplifting thing. It's like, I'll find it. Let's see.
Someone says he's going to get pegged.
Here we go. This is not super long.
Wrestling has only been on that to win gold. Girls out there that are
on that doesn't mean the hardest. Well, we're
to America. Not have your husband.
I want to get to the part where she's talking about America.
And showed me this. I love it.
Did you think you would ever win?
Wait.
Championships and I prayed that I could do it.
At all.
Leave it in his pay. No.
Like, God damn it. Like, he wanted her to say some shit.
Yep.
But that's what we want.
Now,
right there. That's what I want to see.
Why don't you say the obvious retort?
What?
You know what that is? So 20, 30, 40 years ago, that question wasn't asked, right?
Yeah. So the question should be, why would you even ask that? Of course I'm proud to represent my country.
But you know that, right?
This would be me. What jackass isn't proud to wear this flag? That's what I would say. Like, what piece of garbage, reprobate, nonsense, self-serving cunt wants to come out here, pretend to represent the U.S. and be mad at it?
Yep.
Who is that?
Then stay home.
What Megan Rapinoe is that?
But that's the point, Nick, is that there was a time, right?
Yeah.
When no one would have asked that question. Like, what does that flag mean to you? Like, because, okay, do you remember when Michael Johnson ran in the gold shoes? Remember that? Did anyone ask him why he's fucking running around with the flag? No. You're a black man living in America. What's it like to? Well, I get a lot of endorsement deals, and I mean, I'm treated well. I make a good living, and I don't know, I'm a sprinter.
I literally run for money.
I run for money. Cool. It's great. I make lots of money.
I run fast. I run very fast. Yeah, it's crazy town. Now, I mean, I know, the one dude years ago, he did the fist up or whatever, but even he, like, that was like the extent of protest.
But here's the thing, it wasn't separate from America. He was just saying, and this
He's
is
like, there's an issue.
There's an issue, but I'm not gonna grandstand.
No.
And do it.
Not gonna kneel there in the national anthem.
It was, and that's where people get confused. I go, those are two different things. Because if you see a dude stand on the podium, fist in the air, no one is going like, no, he's. In what way is he disrespecting America? He's not. He's like I say, bringing up a social issue in his own way. And if you want to talk to him, it'll be after the fact, right? Talk to me afterwards. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna kneel and start making a scene when there's an anthem playing. No, that's fair. Because Nick, that's what the military fights to protect, right? The right to protest, you know what I'm saying? Peaceful protest, like that's what they fight for. Mm-hmm. So if you talk to a military dude, and this is where people got confused during the Kaepernick thing, I was like, look, I know the guy's a clown. I get it. However, on a base level, when you talk to military dudes, they go like this. Well, that's your right. You have a right to protest. People kept making it about like, well, this person is, disrespected the military. Like, he never said anything about the military, not once. But people have their own narratives of where they want to put you in that box. It's no different than the blackface lawyer thing, right?
Yeah.
Nick is racist. Okay, what makes him racist? Because, and they'll try to.
It's because I hate the Mexicans.
But they'll take a straw man argument, right?
Yeah.
And so when they do that, and you have so that's how you create that division, right? You're gonna have X amount of people. I bet you there's people on the internet that hate you for various reasons, right? Because you interviewed that guy, because you did whatever.
Yeah.
I bet you there's people right now who hate you only because you associated with the Stand with Vic thing, right?
Oh yeah.
Tons, right? Tons.
There's a long list of those.
I hate Nick Rekieta. Why? Have you ever met him? No. But he has a GoFundMe for Vic Mignogna, and Vic Mignogna is a rapist. And people are just kind of looking around like, so you've never met any of these people. You're just kind of hanging on. What? What are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, Nick, think about it. If you don't stand your ground, right?
I'm going to get a goddamn GoFundMe for the air conditioner guy to call me back.
Whatever happened to that?
I'm just waiting on the appointment. Literally.
Wait, speaking on appointment, you need to contact Yellow Flash about this PS4. I'm dying.
Oh, yeah. God, you're such a simp. Listen to you. I need that PS4. Sony me all over. Oh, yeah.
Got these cheeseburgers, man.
Disgusting.
So Nick, here's the thing. One of the worst feelings in the world is when like you have like something that you were gonna play or when you're like, but I can't play because my PS4 broke. Damn.
No, I would never say I can't play something because my PS4 broke. So no, I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
Well, you do have a PS3 box sitting there.
I have a PS3. It still works.
Does it?
It's a 60 gigabyte one. You know, the one that's
the one I had. It played 100% of the old games.
Yeah,
I had that one.
It has the actual PS2 chip in it.
Correct. I had the same one. I did my research.
I think it's the only one that's still backwards compatible.
It's the only 100%.
Yeah.
So the 80 gig did, I think it was like 80% of the games, and then like those like like slim ones or whatever did. I don't think they did it all, but it was the You're right. The 60 gig one is the same one I bought. It carried them all. So. Nick, that was a good time, man. So that was the last time when games weren't woke, right? It was that era, right? PS3 era, Xbox 360 era. You're like, oh yeah, Nick, game is coming out. We're good. Now, I don't know, dude.
I got some chats that I have to read. I missed this one way earlier from the Pie Baker. It says, yo, Drex, hear this. At work, half my coworkers are female Filipinos. They all come from the same village. They all immigrated via marrying a U.S. Navy officer and having kids. Half have divorced. The other half are in the process. Yep. What do?
I'm glad they got divorced. And here's why, Nick.
Yeah, there was a 20 gig PS3 It was I don't acknowledge that 20 gig one.
Yeah, that never happened.
But yeah, the 60 one's the only one that matters.
So now, Nick, my views on divorce, not divorce, I'm gonna say marriage and all that. And one of the big tenets in what I preach, for the love of God, especially you white men, don't be deceived and think those Asian women are the answer. Because I see with white guys more than anyone else, right?
Yeah.
Like overwhelmingly high numbers of white men from the West go over to the East, and then they make the critical mistake of bringing those hoes back to the Western world, where they become like all these other feminist Western women, and they're going to divorce grape you, right? So, Nick, I go like that. I think, Nick, this is why I get pissed at these guys. Why I say I don't want hope. I'm here to kill off hope, and this is why. Nick, there's too much information. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, look. So basically, that means all of them got divorced. Because if you say half of them have been divorced and the other are in the process,
yeah,
dude, the ones that have worked. If any of you guys in the chat know some guy, it doesn't matter what color, but usually it happens to be a white guy who has married an Asian woman, right? Filipina, Thai, whatever. How did that work out for them, right? In all honesty, be honest. How did it work out for them? Because, Nick, I've seen enough to know not well in like 98% of the cases.
The Otaku Ronin says, hey, Drexel and Nick, one of my goals is to create my own manga and move to Japan one day. I wanted to know what you guys think my chances are of finding a suitable wife down there. So, okay, so that's a different situation. That's staying in Japan. Does that change things for you?
Let me ask you this. Nick, with the advent of the internet and social media, is Western culture universal now?
I don't think so. I think it might get there, but I don't think it is yet.
Okay. You've seen the birth rates in Japan, right?
Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of different reasons for that.
There's a lot of reasons
that are not based on Western culture.
There's a lot of reasons. But here's the thing. Female nature itself is universal, right? Because of that, what's going to end up happening is it's like this. These women are always going to seek a bigger, better deal, right? That's just their hypergamy. When I look at these guys out here who are saying, I want to go over here and get wives and blah, 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 I always ask them this question. Really think through, project it in your mind. How's it going to look? So you're going to go over there, marry some Japanese woman, right? You don't even know the culture, because someone who grew up in that country, speaks the language, knows the culture, is clearly well ahead of you, right? And then you're going to have these kids, right? Okay. How often are you seeing these kids? Realistic question, right? Because Nick, you get to work from home, right? That's great. I'm happy for you because that means you can spend more time with your kids. But I want you to be realistic. Take guys who don't work at home. Most guys don't work at home. We're not obviously COVID changed some things, but we're saying before COVID, most guys did not work from home, right? How much time do you think the average man actually spends with his kids?
The statistic used to be each kid got, I think, 10 minutes a day with dad.
Yep. I can see your fucking kids, bro. I'm just, look, dude. So, Nick, I don't say these things like out of like spite or to be an asshole. I'm just telling these guys realistically. If you start thinking about it, you wake up, you're probably leaving early morning. Maybe you saw your kids before you left, right? Maybe you're some average guy, right? You get up, you do your routine, and you head out the door. You're gone for this huge chunk of the day, Nick, right? You get through traffic to get home. It's already the evening time, right? Okay, well, you have to eat. So eating is not really, it's not the same as spending time. You know what I mean? It's like, well, you're all just eating and, some chit chat. How's your day at school, son? How's your day at school, daughter? And, a little chit chat. Did you get your homework done? Okay. How's it going? You have this small window of time. It's like the kids got to go to bed. And then what do you do? You shower, you like rest and kind of, usually most guys crack open a beer or something, watch a little TV. And then what do they do, Nick? Well,
go to sleep.
Got
to get up and do it tomorrow.
So how much, dude, that's what you guys want. That's my question to you guys out there, man. I want you guys to seriously, really think, how much time do you expect to spend with your children if you work outside of the home? The answer is you're not going to spend much. Even some of these weekend warrior dads in the family court system, by definition spend just as much, if not more time. This whole like, oh, I want to raise my own kids. Dude, man, you ain't spend that much time with these damn kids, no way. I'm keeping it real.
Eric the Red says, after Oprah kicks the bucket, how far does that $5 average drop?
Ooh, yeah.
That's brutal.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Did you see that?
What?
Someone said South Korea is worse than Japan. Yeah, I have been hearing that, man.
Oh, South Korea is a weird place. They got all kinds of censorship on everything.
It's getting
like
weird.
the K-pop bands will get like banned for like a year because they make too sexy of hip movements and stuff like that. Like I don't know if they have any porn or anything in.
Really? Oh, well, I mean,
no, that
Pornhub
stays in the country.
Oh, gotcha.
Austin Power says, I'll say it again. That's a woman. That's not a woman. That's a man, baby.
A lot of people keep saying how much worse South Korea is. Yeah, I know they have a negative birth rate, bro. Nick, I keep hearing. Wait, was it? Oh, has a state-run feminist cult. Damn. Becoming like North Korea. Damn, is it really that
Guys,
bad? I know it's bad.
They're not banning K-pop. They'll ban performances from K-pop bands or the videos that they make because of the sexy hip movements. The music still exists and is still absurdly overly popular. But
Nick, I need to go to some of these places because you know me, I like going to places and getting a vibe for the culture. Like, how do people move? How the movers, the shakers, like how do people just operate here? Like, because you've heard about the cheekbone surgeries, right? Listen, this is once again all guys, but especially white guys. A lot of these Asian women are very homely looking before they go get all these goddamn facial surgeries. You end up getting with a chick that you think looks like whatever. Asia Carrera, I remember her. Yeah, she was nice.
I do.
Oh.
I do.
Yeah, but it was Asia or Tia? Tia, yeah, well, both.
Asia Carrera was the porn star. Tia Carrera was in Wayne's World.
Wayne's World, yeah.
And I will say it. I'll say the unpopular opinion. Overrated.
Agreed.
When you go back and look at her, you're
Agreed.
Like, why did we all think she was hot?
I just think we worth some thirst buckets. Because, I mean, okay, look at what age Wayne's World came out. I was 12.
Yeah. I was going to say like 94 or something.
Yeah, 93,
like that.
94. So, yeah. I mean, it makes sense. But I just... Oh, yeah, some people, they don't age well. No, they actually age well until they don't.
They age overnight.
They go like this, Nick. My chick is hot. She's 22. My chick is hot. She's 32. My chick is hot. She's 42. 42 in 17 days and 9 seconds. Boom! Drop off a clip. What the fuck?
That's because...
She's 98.
Look.
She's 98.
That's because Genghis Khan didn't respect walls and neither do Asian women.
You ain't shit.
So
you ain't shit.
They go right over the wall and then down the cliff.
Oh no, Michael, I was never married. I know better. I was never married. Become Yoda overnight, dude. Nick, have you seen some of these chicks? Hold on, Nick. Do you know who has the same thing? Indians. I've seen some Indian women that I'm talking gorgeous.
Yeah, but literally. Okay, so out of a population of 1 billion, the 5 of them that are hot are all in Bollywood.
Pretty much facts.
And then, they just rotate them out like every 2 years as they hit that.
But they
hit that Eldon Bainling wall.
I think they suffer from the same thing that Jewish women suffer from, which is they become like the old Jewish aunt overnight after like a kid or two.
That was the line in Fiddler on the Roof, right?
Oh, was it?
When he's talking about, he says, if I was a rich man, like that, it's one of the famous songs, like, if I was a rich man, da 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 da. And then he starts talking about all the things he'd have if he was a rich man. And it's like a short, fat wife. A fat, happy wife was like his thing. Because that was a sign of wealth in the ancient Jewish culture.
Yep.
Was you had enough food, and your wife was fat and happy, and that's what they.
Isn't it funny how everything has flipped around? Now, fat means like basically you're poor, uneducated, probably ratchet, like because you're eating bad food. Like you're getting food, but you're eating bad food.
I'd be happy with the poor wife all day.
Give me the poor wife. I want her starving.
Skinny. I will go broke so you're less fat. I will pick up some debt if we need to. Give me that usury.
Well, the thing is like, look, Nick, I really do want the women to do better. I want the men to do better. I expect more of myself. I expect, like that should be what everyone does, right? You expect more of yourself. You push yourself. But I look out here, Nick, and I mean, it's like there's just like this overall lack of any effort. Like, there's just none. Like, just Nick, you've been out and about. You just look. Okay. You go watch an old movie. You go ask your parents something like, "Hey, how did men used to dress back in the day?" Right? Nick, even if they were homeless, dressed well. Guys had hats on, suits.
Could you imagine? Like, okay, I get it, right? Like that was a thing. Like you put on your shirt, your vest, and your your coat.
Soviet bloc
But
diet.
you know why though, right? Like, so they'd wear because they'd only really change the wife beater.
Yep.
That's why they wore a vest.
Yep.
Because their work shirt had sweat stains on it.
Yep.
And so you wear the vest, and then you wear the suit coat, then you wear the hat. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they look good, but could you imagine going outside? Fuck.
It's hot.
It's 95
in
out.
a damn suit. Wool suit. Like
long pants, long socks, leather shoes. The shoes hit 115 degrees when you're out in the sun. No, thank you. Put a hat on. Oh my God.
Yeah, it was hot, man.
No, thanks. I would melt. I would die. I would hate it. Fan Advocacy Network says, Nick, it's rude that you didn't offer Drex a Fanta. Stop. Also, any advice for Chris Chan as he gets his cheeks clapped by his new prison boyfriend's BBC? We'll have to see, man. We'll have to see. Furious George, I saw this one, says, I need to do a show with Drex and the Doll King Jay Hefner, who was on the Jack Show.
The Doll King? Who's that?
He's a man with a harem of dolls.
A harem, you say?
But like, he doesn't sleep with all of them until he like gets to know them and has an emotional connection. Well, what if he doesn't like her that much? You got to be into her.
He ordered the doll, right?
You can't just give up the gravy. You can't just batter that chicken. You can't do that. You gotta have a connection.
What are you connecting? The fucking USB plug? Are you serious? He's fucking. We got guys out here fucking marrying holograms. They got harems.
Let's see. J. Doll King Hefner. Here we go. I don't know which one we should do. We got Companion Dolls Jacked Up, Companion Dolls Mysterious Ways, or Companion Dolls Real Man Strong Woman. Which one should we try?
Wait, those all sounded awful. I mean, that guy. I have a feeling no matter what you click, it's gonna be creepy.
All right, let's take a peek.
The dolls look a lot better now. When did this come out?
A week ago.
Hey, what up? It's your boy J. King Hefner and the beautiful Cali Sun. And as you can see, man, this girl, I just can't stay away from her, man. I gotta admit it, I got a real problem. Every time I even pull her out for a second, man, she just gets stuck to me like a magnet. So she ride with me once again. I do got plans to pull another girl out this weekend. So stay tuned for who that's gonna be. But for right now, I got the beautiful Cali Sun back with me. And what we got to talk about this evening is real man for a strong woman. And it's basically a topic that just pisses me the hell off. I'm going to be quite honest with you. I've just seen this topic many a time on Facebook, or seen women say this stuff about, it take a real man to handle a strong woman. And I just be like, nah, I hope my fellas ain't falling for that, but unfortunately, I know a lot of y'all are falling for that line. And what I mean by falling for that line is that's really just another one of those brainwashing tactics that basically means put up with all the bull crap that I'm finna shove down your throat in the name of being a real man. No, hell no. Because when a woman say it take a real man to deal with a strong woman, that's already letting you know it's finna be a lot of baggage that you finna be having to deal with. And a lot of them say, nah, it ain't no baggage. It's just the fact that a lot of y'all can't handle a strong woman talking back at you. No, you right. I don't feel like all that damn yapping. You right. Because the beautiful Cali son does not do all that mess with me. And I've had a lot of great relationships.
The finger wave.
With women I consider.
Hold on. There's apparently one where he's with his mom.
He has a mom?
I mean, yeah, he's got his mom.
Nick, I actually thought this guy was spawned, not born.
Some of these thumbnails, I mean, are you serious? How we chill. Whoo, companion doll's first sexual encounter. He was on the Jack show. Here we go. The mother of the doll king. I'm just going to cut to a random spot in the middle.
It's your own companion dolls.
But first of all, I think the word crazy is just very unacceptable terminology.
Drex, okay, though. Remember what you said earlier, right? About Megan Rapinoe's dad? Like, oh, tell me about your kids, right? Like, you kind of leave that one out. How does she feel right now, though? Legitimate. How does she feel? She is sitting between 3 silicone queens on a YouTube video.
So,
without a hint of irony, he's got them in bathrobes that are open.
The open bathrobe is what's just doing it. So here's what's crazy. As you know, I'm a huge fan of Dollhouse Phil. I believe that dolls are going to change the sexual marketplace as more women do what they always do, which is raise their standards from impossible to beyond impossible. And one of the things that I find shocking, the reason why I'm so shocked is that, like, Nick, he's not getting the high quality dolls.
I mean, can you afford that?
Because I mean, he's getting so many, but like, wouldn't it make sense to get like the quality one?
What if he gets her and he doesn't like her though?
A guy who
I'm sorry, what were you gonna say? what was coming with that?
Look, man, when you're getting texted 1:41 a.m., it is what it is. So anyway, where was I?
You said a guy. Are you talking about the text? Or are you talking about this guy?
This guy. Shit. Oh, yeah. Man, I think it eluded me again. Oh, yeah. Okay, so Nick, he goes and gets all these dolls, right? But why? Just get the quality one. Like, okay, prime example. If you wanted to, you could have been with you're making good money on YouTube, you're doing your thing. You could be like this, Lady Rackets, I'm sick of you. I'm going to go get 28 heifers. And I'm going to be, Rakeda Law, the farmer king. You wouldn't be happy because you lessened all your quality. So you say, yeah, you got 28, but they're garbage. You're better off with one Lady Rackets. Well, that's why I'm looking at this doll king guy. I'm like, wait a minute. But why get doll after doll after doll after doll after doll? It's like, I mean, what's the quality though? Like, Nick, I've seen, shout out to my man RPM and Dollhouse Phil. I've seen the dolls that, Nick, they are as close to human. You're like even the skin, right? Like, they got the fake skin that feels close to real skin. You're like, God damn, like this is really improved. But then I'm looking at this, I'm like, these look like touched up mannequins though. So he's getting it in?
Maybe.
Clearly.
Only if he likes them.
What conversations do they have?
Well, they don't talk much. They're good listeners.
Oh shit! But you know what's sad? he actually has a point. You got yeah, he does have an abundance mindset. Here's the thing. I've talked to Phil about this, and Phil's like I think Phil's closer to same with my man TFM. Shout out to TFM. It becomes more about the quality though. Like you're like you want the. I mean, like I said, to each his own. But it's like if you're sitting around with all these dogs, like wouldn't you want to get the quality shit? That's kind of where I'm.
I would think that you would want the quality, but
okay. We had this conversation with headphones, right?
Yeah.
Back in the 90s and early 2000s, how many headphones do you think you went through? All those CD players.
I'd buy new headphones only until I found the good ones, and the ones that I found that were good were these Sony Sport ones with physical bass drivers in them, so they would actually rattle on your ears.
Ooh.
They had like a pneumatic thing that, and they would thump with the bass. They were great.
Damn.
I don't know what happened to them. They were, they were over ears, so they were just a normal size. They weren't like full DJ or anything like that. But I had used those until one of the drivers went out. They were great.
But you remember that era, right? Where a lot of guys were, damn, I need new headphones. Damn, I need new headphones. Damn, I need like.
Well, the better analogy for us was do you buy the official controller or do you buy the Mad Cat?
Yeah.
Controller? Well, I saved $10. I got the Mad Cats. You're buying another one next week.
Nick, maybe the same day.
Bought another Mad Cats.
You know the best is?
Your brother came home with a Mad Cats controller. I was like, the fuck you doing?
What are you doing? Sent them out. In fact, Nick, you know what the most egregious offense was back then? Is that you always had that dude who showed up and was like, yeah, man, I got a memory card. I got this Mad Cats, 512 meg. Bruh.
Give me the 8-slot Sony.
Yep.
And then just give me another one.
Yep.
I'll use a Sharpie and say what's on it.
Yep.
Because I don't want my 100-hour Final Fantasy VII save lost.
Ooh, gone.
Symphony of the Night.
Gone.
After our man P alphabetized his inventory. Can you imagine doing that and then have corrupt save file?
Hey, I'm putting on the hockey mask, man. Nick, you gotta die. Whoever's at Mad Cats, you gotta go ahead, Nick, and just go like this. Just put on the hockey mask because it's time. Well, Nick, you remember some of those games, like back, like you said, the RPGs. I bet you your average person, 100 hours at minimum in Final Fantasy VII, minimum.
Because you had to
grind.
Especially
search.
If you tried to kill that damn snake by yourself. No, I can do it. I just need to gain 8 more levels. I just need to clone my Knights of the Round materia. Fuck me.
Oh shit! Someone said they got a Mad Catz Dreamcast controller. Damn, it still works.
Look, the Mad Cats. It's like light bulbs, right? You know the fluorescent light bulbs. They say 10,000 hours.
Yep.
Well, you know that rating is an industry average.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that some of them could last 10 hours as long as other ones last 20,000 in 10 hours.
Of course.
And so then you've got a 10,000 hour light bulb. So that shit, it might burn out tomorrow, might work forever. I would never ever buy I would always buy official products because I went through too many controllers. Family members, oh, I got you this for Christmas. Thanks. Playing Twisted Metal and your PlayStation controller just stops.
Yep.
No. Stooge Muffin 7 says the fucking encounter rate is AIDS. Yeah, especially when you're trying to level up that damn materia. Fuck that. No, thank you. Nix Hex says working very late to meet deadlines, pushing midnight, but it's not so bad. Not every day I get to watch a live stream at work. Thanks, Nick and Drex, for all the laughs and keeping me sane.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I think we should start reading chats and end up the show.
Let's do it.
I think we hit main stuff. I don't know. There's not a ton. I mean, there's a ton to talk about. Like we could talk about the Sophie Long thing, but after 6 hours yesterday, I'm kind of
So I didn't know you were. We were talking about that upstairs. I didn't know you were on there that long. How did that? First of all, how did that happen? That you were there that long? How'd you reach out to him, or did he reach out to you?
Someone else reached out and said, "Hey, do you want to make an interview happen? I think maybe I can make the connection."
Okay.
So a neutral third party said, "Do you want to do an interview?" And I said, "Yeah, I'll let anybody. I'll let people tell their story."
Mm-hmm.
And I would have the mom on too. I mean, I know that the mom. There's no way the mom's coming on.
Yeah, I put that in the chat. I was like, in order to be fair, ask the mom to come on, but we already know we know how this works. They won't.
Well, so their lawyer hadn't said anything to me at all, despite going after Ken Jennings and Spectre until today. I did get an email from their lawyer today.
Oh, you're serious?
Yeah, I woke up to an email from the lawyer.
And?
Well, I responded. Should I put it up on screen?
Oh, well, I'm sure they want to see.
It's been up on my locals all day, but I'll bring it up here so you guys can see. Let me get the I've got her email and I've got my response to the email up here. It's going to be hard to read, so I'll read it to you guys. So to Rekieta Law at Rekieta.org, Laura Elkin. Oh, that's her email. We got to start down here. So she sent it to me. She said, "Dear Mr. Rekieta, it has come to my attention that you are saying on your YouTube channel that I have doxed 2 individuals and caused one of them to lose his job. Of course, you guys will note I did not say that. To be clear, my only involvement with these 2 individuals was to communicate private cease and desist demands directly to them. I had no part in disclosing my communications with these individuals or complaining to a third party regarding their conduct. I have not doxed anyone, nor have I instructed anyone to do so. I am bewildered that as an attorney, you would make such false, unsubstantiated statements on your show. Thanks, Laura Elkin." Which, of course, she would be bewildered if I had done that, but I have not. I said, the timing seems very interesting, and she's one of the people who would have access to the records that would have been able to dox Ken Jennings. And also, her law firm is the only person who would have had Spectre's phone number. Did she release it? I don't know, which is something I said. I have no idea. I find the timing suspicious. By the way, despite this email, I still find the timings very suspicious on both of these things. But do I know? No. Am I accusing her of it? No. So, here we go. I replied back to her. And I said, "Hello, Laura. You probably do not want to broach the subject of bewildering actions from lawyers with me following your absolutely ridiculous, manipulative, and false claims in your cease and desist emails. That said, I have not accused you of doing this because I can't know if you did it or not. I stated on my show that the timing and the circumstances are suspicious, and given your willingness to misrepresent the issues in your cease and desist emails, it found the whole thing to be very convenient. Thanks for letting me know that you did not dox anyone, but frankly, doxing would be the least concern that I have about your behavior in this matter. Your cease and desist letters were atrocious and a disgrace to the profession. Trying to leverage your position as an attorney against lay people, who, by the way, ended up correcting you in real time, which was funny, is behavior unbecoming of an attorney. Misrepresenting facts and law is embarrassing. Peace to you, Nick." So, there you go. That's how that went. But I did finally get an email from her. It seems that it just takes me doing a 6-hour interview with their opposition to get them mad. That's how that goes. But again, I'm not surprised that she misrepresented what I said, because she was not willing to represent accurately the facts and the law in her cease and desist letters, which I think her behavior in this is absolutely pathetic, and I'll say it. But that said, she or her client or the other lawyer are welcome to come on my show and tell their side of the story. No, of course they won't. They never would. But they are welcome to. I would happily interview them, and I would give them full leeway. They could even criticize me. I don't care.
They would.
They could say whatever they want to say. I'd give them, as much time as they want. But That's the reality. That's the quality of opponent we're dealing with. Victor Phantasm says, I agree that porn access should be highly limited. When I was growing up, we had dial-up and you lost interest after 20 minutes. We either had to steal a magazine or find one that a hobo tossed and avoid the sticky pages. Fucking gross. Here we go. Next, we've got... where are we? Mario Carter 13 says, the common theme I'm spotting with most of the cases you cover is one party convincing the judge to infringe the rights of the other party, and then the judge doubling down on that mistake until it snowballs into a travesty. Justice hinges on a brain fart. You got to understand that the cases that I'm covering where that happens, they are by and large the outlier cases. Because most cases, there's competent counsel on both sides that competently present issues, and then a judge competently rules on them. They don't always get it right, but at least all around there's competence. The cases that end up being interesting subject matter for the internet, you know, they're special for a reason. Pepsi Man says, good evening, Nick and Fred. Could you please talk about this? I don't know why he said Nick and Fred. HTTPS, niche gamer, Digimon Tamers fight, political correctness. Oh, I don't want to do this. No, this is stupid.
What is that?
God fucking damn it. First of all, I never want to see a story about Digimon, ever.
You mean that old show?
Yeah. Here we go. But maybe this is a good thing. I don't know. Digimon Tamers fight political correctness and cancel culture in live script reading at DigiFest 2021. A live script at DigiFest 2021 featured a sequel for Digimon Tamers with the cast facing off against political correctness and cancel culture. Digimon Tamers, simply known as the third season of Digimon, in the West, broadcast across 2001 and 2002. It saw 3 children save the world from Digimon, who they had only known as a card game, using their digivices and cards to modify and strengthen their partners, try to save the real world and later a digital world from a threat far greater than both worlds. At DigiFest 2021, the Japanese cast reunited for a live script reading of a brand new adventure. Story would act as a sequel to the prior audio CD drama Digimon Tamers' original story message in the packet. Fan subbing group The Wild Bunch included a content warning with their subtitles, warning viewers this program promotes far-right politics and conspiracy theories. Disclaimer quickly drew the attention on social media. Content of the story, which hit social media, shows a character discussing dark clouds threatening to engulf the world, stripping humanity of its free values. These clouds are seemingly extreme political correctness, also threatening to remove anyone who objects or has different opinions, and terminate online accounts. The gang also fights some sort of creature with an attack even called cancel culture. Across Twitter, Reddit, Reset era, it would appear some have been offended by the content of the story. Yeah, of course they are.
Yep.
Or at least the screenshots of certain subtitled scenes, while some have pointed out writing a story about fears of being silenced then spread to a sizable fan base is hypocritical. None have seemed to discuss how they themselves are refusing to acknowledge another perspective. You can find a summary of the events in the live script reading below. Okay, I'm not gonna fucking do that, but okay, so they're fighting cancel culture in a Digimon script reading that'll come out on audio CD, I guess.
Yeah, audiobook, I'm assuming.
Okay. Cool.
Oh. Huh. I didn't know Digimon was still around. That's why I'm so like, what?
I didn't know Digimon was around when Digimon was around. Did you? Like, legitimately, did you know Digimon existed while it was, like, on? In 2001 to 2003, you're aware of Digimon?
Yep.
You were?
My lame brother.
I forgot. I was in college. I didn't give a shit about Digimon.
It's garbage.
I didn't know it existed. I didn't find out about Digimon until like years and years later. Okay. Anyway, well, there you go. My kids says, hey, Uncle Drex, I know you walked up and down the stairs like 3 times, but can I get that water, please? Thanks. Takes 1 sip, then immediately puts the lid back on. That's a true story. Buttfucker 3000 says, Digimon is officially based in red pilled after giving the finger to cancel culture. Suck it, Pokecucks. Digimon are the champions. Mario Carter says, Valentine's card idea. Roses are red, violets are blue. The way Chris Chan loves his mom is the way I love you.
Oh, that's savage. I like it.
Oh my gosh. Redacted says, I love you too, Drex. Whenever anyone asks me what a parasocial relationships I have, I always show them a clip of you talking to Dollhouse Phil talking about these ratchet ass hoes. Cave says, Megan Rapinoe didn't win gold in soccer this year, but at least she can take solace in the fact that she still won gold in hitting the wall. Crusader Saracen says, Drex, have you been there the whole time since your last guest appearance on the show? Lol, just kidding. Always glad to see you on the show. Also, did you see Biden throw Andrew Cuomo under the bus?
Oh, yeah. What did you think about that, Nick? Because there are allegations that were even I want to say a year plus old, right? Around a year.
Yeah, the Cuomo stuff. So he's got 11 sexual harassment
Yep.
allegations. Everybody knows why these came up.
Mm-hmm.
It's because he killed a bunch of fucking old people.
Mm-hmm.
But they can't say that he killed a bunch of old people.
Mm-hmm.
They can't hammer him on COVID. So they needed something else.
No, so, okay. Here's my thing. When it came to COVID, right? Okay, everything that Biden has done, right? Biden bucks. He's trying to balance appeasing people, right? Fatten them up. Okay, so what they want you to do is they want you to be dumb. They want you to be a consumer, and they just want you to go along to get along, whatever. The thing is that Nick, you're starting to see the cracks in the armor with that, right?
Yeah, his approval ratings going down.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, well, this economy sucks. The people are still getting COVID. You promised us vaccines would solve everything. And
then, hey, you make sure you wear your mask with your vaccine. And your vaccine doesn't mean that you're like cured. Wait, what?
Yeah.
So the majority of the people who are croaking, especially in some of these other countries, are the ones who went and got the full vaccine, right? So what? What now? With just everything, because look, it's a deflection tactic, right? Nick, he's doing a shitty job, right? How do you make up for a shitty job? You do an emotional gut punch. Look at Cuomo.
He betrayed trust of women.
Women.
Yeah,
and they're gonna fall for it.
It's a mess. This pay pig says, "You're right. There was something left out of the wife quote in Mr. Y voice. I had already paid for those other massages. That's why I went back twice. I didn't even tell my husband about it until a year later because I was so embarrassed because I said yes." Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Is that not in a nutshell?
Yeah. So here's here's what's going on. So there's a guy trying to make a big deal out of that story and saying that I got cucked because so Lady Rackets went to a massage therapist and felt like he acted inappropriately. And so then the next time she went to the massage therapist, she didn't get the same type of massage. But apparently that means that she went back to have sex with him.
Of course.
Right. So that's the narrative that that someone's trying to run with. But I mean, people are free to say what they want. But okay.
Fuck that, dude.
I
mean, because you and I both know, Nick, that once people get to their story, they stick with it, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is what it is. What? Facts don't matter. Reality doesn't matter. Damn.
It's okay. I mean,
what does that say? Police. Oh, wait, they forced him to identify as man?
Who?
Someone said Chris Chan update. I guess someone said they forced him to identify as a man.
His man.
I don't know if they can force him to.
Oh, to identify as a man. Okay, gotcha. So there you go. Bassmaster says, remember when Donna Brazil talked about her big black dick? Here it is confirmed by Donna herself. What you think of wall leaping women like Melania Trump or Elizabeth Hurley? Is it an anomaly or a lifestyle choices?
A little both, right? Because okay, so Nick, let's face it. You have your genetics, but your diet is a big matter in it, right? Like a huge matter. Because how many times have we seen girls who have good faces, right, eat shit? It's like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's some people age well, other people don't.
You don't know.
Very few people age well.
Very few. And the thing is, you don't know, right? Because you remember that old saying, Nick? Just look at her mom, and then you can't guarantee that.
Yeah, it doesn't work out that way. Let's see. Unanswered question says, hey, gents, I'm looking to buy my first new car. Always bought used. So any advice or tips on what questions to ask or things to bring up when looking at a vehicle? Also, Drex in Japan, the BBC will blow backs out, making Hiroshima look like a firecracker. There you go. Let's see. So buying a new car, any advice or tips on what questions to ask or things to bring up? Dude, buy the car that you want.
Yeah, that makes the most sense.
You can order cars and they'll like do all of the options custom. And when you order them, it's going to take you like 6 to 8 weeks to get it. But you can sometimes get options that aren't available on other cars, straight from the factory. And they're not like aftermarket parts. They're official parts or whatever. So sit down and order the exact model you want. Don't go, oh, I'm going to compromise on this or that.
Yeah,
because that's what they have. Trust me, it's worth it to get the car you want. If you're buying new, don't make compromises. Either find the one you want or order the one you want.
Yep.
6 months. Yeah, it might be longer now. I don't know. But yeah. Okay. Angry Bellsprout says, how much Fanta did Nick spill on the keyboard? That's disgusting. You horrific monster. Oh, there were some early chats that I missed. Damn it. Here we go. I got to go all the way back to these.
This room is so fucking hot.
I'm dying.
Holy shit.
Mexican Flash says, in Kermit voice, Drex, you gotta help Gonzo drank some weird water and now goes by Gonzarella. They already turned the frogs gay, now this. Did you see that? Gonzo's now trans in Muppet Babies. Muppet Babies, Gonzo is trans. Yeah, you look that up.
Wait, why? I had someone was saying the Karen voice earlier. The hell's the Karen voice?
I don't know. Not applicable says you're super ghosted. Couldn't see this on YouTube. Bad Vibe says, hey Nick, after the stream, check Twitter DMs, please. Also says, sorry, Twit DMs user born altered. It is just a breadcrumb of info you might be able to use to confirm. Kiwi Goes Live says, everyone needs to send Chris Chan thoughts and prayers. And yes, that spelling is intentional. Harvey Weinstein says, since this is free speech, let's talk about diarrhea. Gross. Angry Bellsprout says, oh, how much Fanta did Nick spill on the keyboard? Okay, now we're caught up on the pre-show chat. Sorry about that. Danger Smoog says, hey, Nick, can you tell Drexel I said hey? Important. Drex, Danger Smoog said hey.
Oh, I don't know if I know who that is. Do I?
I don't know.
Oh, well, hello to them. I was looking up this Gonzo shit, and it is damn. What?
Frosthammer says, man, this channel is full of broken promises. You promised a pump and munch stream. When you're going to visit Smoking Crater now that it's burned? It's not burned. Is it? Pump and munch's got to still be there. Mario Carter 13 says, Minnesota's like Wisconsin, but more cucked. Mm-hmm. Coke Boy 53 says, how about those mandatory jabs starting in New York? How blatantly horrific do you guys think things need to be before the majority finally says no?
Mark of the beast.
Look, they're not going to say no because the majority already got the jab.
Yeah.
We're over 70% of people have gotten their first shot. It's that high. So 70% of people already got the first shot. How hard do you think those 70% are going to fight for the right of people to not get it after they got it already?
True. Damn.
Kiwi Goes Live says, Drex, I swear there's an MTV special from 2004 where a Blastoise body woman complains about Austin Powers 3 fat representation. Kuranai 6942 says, Drex should do a show in whiteface and eat sun chips saying, I'm not white. Ooh, sun chips. Almond John 1 says, does Drex live into country too?
No. Yeah, that's a Nick only thing.
Mexican Flash says, people say KFC is ghetto, but I have churches by me. Get on my level. And Nick, tell Drex for the N-word clip. Nick, tell Drex for the N-word clip. I don't know what that is. But Church's chicken that's good chicken.
I was in Memphis. It was awful.
Really? You had a bad Church's?
It was bad, man.
Mario Carter 13 says, he's still hard, though. That's rigor mortis. Oh, that was with the twerking on a dead man. Comic Nut 64 says, just have to say thank you, Drex, for microwaving your frontal cortex. I think it's because the light makes your head look red.
It's just, dude, the light just does something. It's like, oh.
I should have turned it off. I need to move them farther away. That's what I need to do. Put them up on the shelves up there. Average Estonian says, Drexel tax, have fun. Philibooty says, Biden is saving these thoughts for another 60 days, October 3rd, even though Biden's staff says they can't find a legal way to do it. Yeah, so they put in the moratorium, or they canceled, no, they extended the moratorium on the evictions. Even though they're not legally allowed to, they just did. But now somebody will have to fight it. So they just did it.
I saw some people talk about churches. Yeah. This guy, a few guys saying like it's great in this place, it's bad here. It was bad, Nick.
Not applicable saying true of all Marxists, all married comfy capitalists. Not applicable says erase women. Sometimes you get what you vote for. Skeetneat says, Nick, I appreciate that you try to make Drexel look white by pointing every light source you have at him, but you still have to buck break him. Gross. Kumatora says, Mbama seems to actually be a woman. Caster Semenya from South Africa, on the other hand, lol. Andrew War Snowboard says, there's a reason they call Kevin Durant the Durantula and the Slim Reaper.
Yep.
Shagaval says, is she 12 IBRC certified? I have no idea what that means. Eric the Red says, Mbamba's man in the boat is probably as big as the Liberty Bell. Not applicable says, Joe Biden looked better than that. Be real. That says, Megan Rapinoe is femboy Joe Biden. Snuggle Struggle says, shout out to Tamara Menza Stock. Congrats on the Olympic gold. Or Tamira Menza Stock. That was the wrestler. While I agree with Drexel, hashtag not all, her energy and happiness is beyond attractive to me. Luke Parker says, I work for a car rental company, and black women have been some of the worst customers, always extra and bring our cars back filthy nasty. Love you guys. Renee Villarreal says, we need a real villain to nail Megan. No one will. No one will. Great Loner says, Drax has a point. It's better to spend $5,000 on night vision goggles for yourself than spending that $5,000 on some Thoughts credit card bill.
Agreed.
Mr. LHD6 says, what's Drex's thoughts on Tamira Menza Stock? She looks like Jim Carrey's character, Vera DeMilo from In Living Color. Life is a comedy.
Wait, what was that name?
The Tamria Menza Stock, the wrestler chick that we saw.
Yeah.
Drex is going to have to smash for the good of the country. Andrew Wilhelm says, don't search for photo results of Biden Rapinoe on Twitter. Not Banned Account says, is there a U.S. legal precedent for taking anti-vax ORs and sequestering them to facilities? Keep the rest of us safe from them. I don't think so. Speedy 1993 says, lost my V card at 23. It was great with a woman I loved. It was awkward, but still better than the IRS that audited me and waited 4 months to F me in the A and take all my tax return from me.
Damn.
Ben Frail says, off to S Market before lockdown number 6. Pray for Victoria. Oh, man, Canada is just, it's done.
I've been saying that.
Mario Carter 13 says he gave her that Ariana Grande. Thank you. Next he says, Drexel, baby, you make me wish I had 3 hands.
What?
That was from Total Recall. That's what Benny said to the 3 boob chick. Baby, you make me wish I had 3 hands. Shagaval says, Drex, thoughts be temporary, but Project Melody is forever. CJ says,
Yep.
any Skinamax movies with Shannon Tweed? God bless Shannon Tweed. Next, he says,
wait, is she alive still?
I
She's
don't-
married to Gene Simmons, right?
I have no idea.
You're killing me.
Next, he says, Nick, tell YouTube I'd pay super chat money to be in a watch party. $350 for movie rental, $150 before YouTube cut to you. YouTube opened some doors. The Daydreamer says, Dame Gang is closing on Dame Gang closing on Indiegogo. Giant fighting gals. Orion Agape, thank you for the message. Timothy Reaper says, hey, Drex, you should check out the Sonichu Rule 34 drawn by Chris Chan himself. Have a barf bag ready? No.
Ugh.
Black Leaf says, 1,000. Thanks for the love. Heart. Okay, you're welcome. Uriah Wright says, Drexel, you might like Tommy Sotomayor.
Yeah, I've seen some of his stuff. Good stuff.
Cree Rose says, as a woman, hashtag repeal the 19th. Now, Drex, please. The Pronato says, I would go to church every day if the tithe was collected by strippers. IWD says, have you seen Elijah Schaefer's recent video? He criticized American Airlines on Twitter, and in response, employees called his personal line and defamed him for an hour, then put him on a no-fly list. Damn.
That's harsh.
Tony Neve says, the peak of the Chris Chan saga would be if Virginia goes so woke it determines they don't have jurisdiction over a trans-dimensional god and vacates the case. Dovin Death says, when will you get on the kill stream, Drex?
I've only heard of that thing.
Roman Ray says, random question, tea or coffee and why? Tea for me because coffee is gross. You drink tea or coffee?
No coffee, tea,
You drink
yes.
sweet tea, yeah.
So wait, hold on. When's the last time you drank regular tea?
Like brewed tea?
Just brewed tea.
Not too long ago. I got a bunch of Dragon's Treasure tea. That stuff's good.
Oh, did you hear that pop in my groin? Oh.
No, shockingly, I wasn't listening to the pop in your groin.
Here
Fucking
you
weirdo.
go.
Longreach Jones says, Victoria State, Australia just went into lockdown number 6. Oh, I said Canada. I meant Australia. Sorry, Ben Frail.
Oh.
Jay Forte, message retracted. Rad Bell says, man, this makes me want to make leap from a cliff with no water underneath. Almond John 1 says, PS3 era was my favorite era because everything coming out was just oozing with alpha energy. It was all gaming, no sensitive woke fuck shit. Mario Carter 13 says, could be worse, could have married Twilight Sparkle. Mars Ultor says, doll harems are the cul-de-sac where MGTOwn Road leads you, hipster. That man lives your philosophy. His dolls never talk back, and they're all white. Daniel Montgomery says, admit it, Rackets, your high water mark was when you ran off to hurl like a high schooler and Troy, I think you mean Ty and Drex hosted your show. Do that again, please.
Oh,
no,
shit.
That was awful.
Did you hear about this? Target to pay, I'm assuming, Target Corporation, to pay 100% of college tuition and textbooks in bid to attract workers.
Whoa.
Tell me it's not
There's
bad
gonna
out
be
there.
some big asterisks on that one.
Big ones.
Like, you have to go to college. You have to work the whole time, a minimum number of hours per week.
Yep.
You have to work for a given period of time afterwards. Yeah. But they're begging for people to come in. All-Star Apologist says, funny enough, Mad Catz actually make some quality stuff these days. Their arcade sticks are great. Carnicle Blackburn says, why would you want a real doll that can talk? That's part of the problem they are designed to fix. No one important says, all right, chat, Nick, Drex, Tifa, or Aerith?
See, okay, as you know, I didn't play Final Fantasy VII.
Tifa, because no one's into dead chicks.
Well, some. Yeah. Well, Tifa was always the girl. Tifa Lockhart was always the girl. But everyone liked Aerith because, she got killed by Sephiroth, so that was always the emotional thing.
Chambers of My Heart says, please do an interview with Jeff Younger from #SaveJames. He lost custody of the boys today. I sent you a DM about it with the latest filing. Check DMs. You know about Save James?
That's not familiar.
Because that was the kid whose mom was forcing him to transition. The dad
I do
stop
know
it.
about that.
Dad just lost custody.
Female judge, right? That they removed from the case. Is that the one?
I don't know who ended up being the judge on that. But yeah, that's the one.
Let me say this. My heart really goes out to that guy. And I actually made a comment last night when you were talking to Michael. Nick, I don't think this is what I want guys to understand. It could be you next. You could have a kid, Nick. These guys could be out here doing their thing, and at any point she can flip and be like, no, this is a girl. And you're like, no, I'm not standing for this. Nick, once you show up in that family court as a man, you're done. I mean, there's rare exceptions, obviously, but was that it? Like, isn't like that was trial? That was everything?
I don't know. I haven't
appeal, nothing.
I haven't read the latest filing, so I've got it, but I'll have to check into it.
Stay strong, man. I mean, Nick, what do you think is gonna? What do you think the kid's fate's gonna be, man?
You got a mom that wants you to be a girl.
But Nick, the kid has no.
What fate would you have?
We're CPS, right? There's nothing.
They're on the side of the mom.
They're on the side of the mom, dude. You're done. I'm sad to hear that, man.
Floodgate 72 says was a massage guy named John Redcorn. No. Let's see. Here we go. Eve Fell says, I will push slightly back on women with tats. 90s era goth chicks are still pure amazing. Forget those tramp stamps, though. Victor Phantasm says, one blessing that I love about Oriental culture is... Oh, fuck. Oriental culture is shame, and we need that more in society. God help you if you're caught being deviant by a parent.
Agreed.
Wolfgang Deo says, do they want legal war? We may as well go 1776 with all these plebs going against the aristocracy. Victor Phantasm says, also, fellow Americans, don't get an Oriental or Asian wife unless she adopts American culture fully, or your kids will be confused for life. Alex Scott Thompson says, your/chat's thought on Final Fantasy VII Remake. I don't care about it. I think it's... Everybody just want... For remakes, they literally just want the original game with revamped graphics. That's it.
Pretty much.
That's it. Matthew Harder says, Drex, your thoughts on Final Fantasy IX?
Ooh, that was the one where they went to the super deformed style. They went to the manga style.
Yeah.
I don't have any memory of it, really. Like as you know, my brother was an RPG guy. I remember it was decent, and it wasn't groundbreaking.
Yeah. Wolfgang Deo says, I watched Digimon as a kid. However, Pokemon had the games. Only a real man would like Digimon. Matthew Harder says, Nick and Drex, you have a time machine, can only kill 3 people in history. Who and why? God, fuck, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like once you hit time machines, what do you say to that, right? Too many people, right? Too many people, too many things have happened where you're like, well, I would change this or that.
Yeah, and you never know who like you kill, and then you get a worse asshole in there instead.
I believe strongly in that butterfly effect. Like, oh yeah, Nick, I'll just do this, and you know, a few things have explored that, right? Where you think you're like, well, if I just do this, and then like they're like, yeah, so because you did that, all these other things happen. It's like, oof.
Well, I would go back and I would kill Nicole Brown.
Mm-hmm.
I would kill that guy she was sleeping with,
mm-hmm.
and then I would kill OJ's career. Maybe this actually happens. Think about it. Let's see. Matthew Harder says, for me, it's Karl Marx, Margaret Sanger, and Lyndon Baines Johnson.
Yeah.
That's, yeah. Eldon Bainling says, Drexel, did the spider impregnate you again? Damn.
No, man. I did go shaved. I gotta say this, Nick. You won't believe what happened. So I'm in the car today, and I'm like, God, my nose. So I was like itching my nose. Like, what the hell's going on? I look up in the mirror, and I'm like, what the hell's in my face? One, I guess you say gray, is clear, nose hair. Like, what? Just, fuck is that? And
yeah, that's what you get.
It's like, damn, I'm old.
Shadow Fenrir 24 says, hail, Nick and Drex, glad to see you on. I bought those sci-fi books you told Gary to get. I'm forced to get the jab due to the Army forcing everyone starting effective date of next month. Yep. Sorry, brother.
Guinea pigs. Mark of the beast.
Mattman HD, welcome to Paralegal Status. Ferno says, I'm surprised at how lefty the Digimon fandom is. I'm not. Inquisitor Seraph says, unrelated, but any advice on buying a gun online? I'm about to drop $1,500 on a Winchester M70 Super Grade.
Damn.
And maybe another $1,200 on an M94. Can't find rifles locally. Love those old school rifles. I got none.
But Nick, it's always about the ammo now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully that works out for him.
Longreach Jones says, twerking on a dead man, cold and stiff, still stiff. Ron Type says, a few more weeks to 40-year-old V-card keeper. Speaking of racism, says, Nick, with all the lights in there, can you look at Drex and sing What Makes the Red Man Red? You're making him look like a native stereotype. Alman John 1 says, Nick, what episode or month range is the show you and Drex showed these obese women sit on those black guys? Want to show a friend and give him nightmares? I don't remember. Captain Kerfuffle says, please check out the English dub of Ghost Stories sometimes. It's a gem both of you would love. Mario Carter 13 says, Aerith only got penetrated once. Wolfgang Deo says, could you reach out to Yeonmi Park for being a guest one day? She was looking into being a lawyer when she arrived in South Korea and freedom. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Okay, we got a couple left. Crusader says, speaking of the vaccine, did you see that now they're beginning the pivot and calling it the Trump vaccine now that they see it's not really working?
Oh, that's weak.
Angry Bulbasaur says, say my country is fake one more time and nukes will be on their way. I'm not scared of fake nukes. Wolfgang Deo says, I got your back, Baneling. Bad Dragonite says, Digimon is so based. They're just Pokemon with the Second Amendment. Real talk, the shows were decent for kid shows. The original just ended with some short films. The one they talked about called Digimon Tamers was made by the dude who made Evangelion. Crusader Saracen says, I guess Drex doesn't totally recall the movie. As long as we're talking bad jokes, here's another. Never date a cross-eyed chick. You'll always catch her seeing other guys on the side. Good night, everyone. 2 drink minimum. Make sure to tip your barkeep. Bad Dragonite says, any show with a cyborg mutant T-Rex monster battle deserves respect, in my opinion. Right at the tail end of good TV, Digimon was the last 90s cartoon I saw showing a dude smoking. It was a dad worried about his estranged kid after his divorce in the end of the world. And then finally, the Otaku Ronin says, hey, Drex, can you elaborate on what you mean by Mark of the Beast? No, he cannot elaborate on what he means by that on this show. You'll have to look it up yourself, because we believe fully that you should consult your medical professionals for any advice on COVID-19 vaccinations. And that is a choice for you to make with your doctor. And we are just 2 idiots on the internet and have no medical opinion about it. And with that, guys, the show is over.
Oh,
so I'm going to play the outro. And then
this is the hottest room, dude.
I want to get out of this room. I'm dying.
So the room makes you tired because the light and the heat, right? Like you're okay in the winter.
Can we get out of it? Can I end the show so we can get out of the hot ass room?
The room is so hot.
Yeah. All right. Here's the outro. Catch you guys later.
Peace.
Peace.
Oh, he drinks a fair bit, but you realize that it just helps get his noggin jogging along. With his glass by his side and his kids asleep tight, we'll hear some law-splaining tonight. With his microphone muted, we'll laugh at this boomer until he explains it's all part of the plan. Watch his face become redder as he becomes meta, raging at idiots from Twitterland. From the white shores of Nain to the hills of Glenlivet, there's no one who explains the law better than Nick. So pour out a glass for the ones who have passed to make the law what we have now. Oh, his lady is fair, and she handles herself with the grace of one who has borne many children. As the wife of a lawman, she makes sure that he has the time and the place to provide for them there. So pour out an ardbeg, a bow, more a love rug. The spirits flow as the ones who get unemployed. So pour out a glass for the tea post on Twitter as we hear law-splaining tonight. From the white shores of Nain to the hills of Glenlivet, there's no one who explains the law better than Nick. So pour out a glass for the ones who have passed to make the law what we are now. Oh, the guests are all planet folks, from Doug T to Drexology. They bring their perspective and spice to the mix. But the reason we're here and the one that we cheer is the one who is showcasing us his career. the white shores of Nan to the hills of Glenlivet. There's no one who explains the thought better than Nick. So pour out a glass for the ones who have passed